Well done.
All right.
Thank you, Joseph.
Great.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thanks,
Really
Joe.
appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Be here next week.
Peace, boys.
Peace. See ya. Back at it again. Gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Steak and Eggs. And today, I'm joined not only by Tectone and Emeru, but also by one of the longest streamers on Twitch.television, Soda Poppin'.
Hey,
Woo, Soda's here.
Very excited.
I'm
Our first guest.
Oh, am I actually the first guest?
Yes.
You didn't have a guest last week.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, huh?
Oh my god.
Are you
All right.
uncomfortable?
No, I'm comfortable. I know you guys. We've talked about how the podcast is done, and from what I've gathered, it's like, whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
Yeah, we scripted everything ahead of time.
It's just
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want to talk about for the most part.
Have you ever done a podcast before?
Yeah, I've done some. I've done some podcasts, and most of the ones I've been on, it's been like every 10 minutes, it's like, hey guys, ad break, this and that and this, and talk about that. And I'm always just,
Starforge PCs, guys.
Oh, yeah, true.
StarforgePCs.com, right?
Oh, yeah, best PCs in the universe, guys.
Best
Okay, yeah, what were we
PCs,
saying?
mine was during the fucking, it was like I think it was the Cash App era, where like every 10, Cash App, and it'd go through like 5 more minutes, Cash App, and it's just,
And there's no chat interaction because everybody's posting their Cash App. And then after you tell them, all right, guys, it's over, they still keep doing it because they're like, well, I need this money. I got to keep typing it.
it's hard to see them as humans
Yeah.
sometimes, it
Because
really
they're
is.
not. They're not.
A lot of them are not, you're right. But it's, truth be told, most of them, for being realistic, are, and it's hard to fathom that is a human being behind the screen. Just,
Well, think about it, and you are 14 years old, and you have a Cash App account, and there's a chance that you will win $1,000. Like, if you are 14, $1,000 will change your life.
You can buy the planet.
Buy whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, it is actually crazy, like, because I remember I was so excited for my birthdays. I would get like $20 bills. And I remember looking in my wallet, seeing like 200. I'd be like, I can buy 2 video games. Like what you can do with $200. Now you give me $200. I'm like, I guess I have a lot of money.
That's just getting
like,
old.
It's like bills.
With $200, you can pay for 30 minutes extra in Raid Shadow Legends. That's a lot of energy.
Okay.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah. It's actually funny. I have a bunch of buddies who are addicted to VR chat, and I could not get them to quit whatsoever. So I was just like, bro, if you quit for a month, I'll give you $50.
How can you be addicted to VR chat?
First of all, 7 of them quit. Thank God.
I just don't know what you can do in VR chat.
That's what I tell them.
I don't understand.
They sit there.
I've known people that will just be there like 12 hours a day.
Yep.
They literally live in there.
It's freaky, bro.
I think that's so cool. I can't wait for it to happen. I think it's gonna be great.
Are you gonna be doing that shit?
I hope so. And so, like, yeah, I remember I was watching this video of you all seen the AI photorealistic drawings.
Yes.
Oh my God. It is amazing. And I was telling people, born too late to explore the world, born too early to explore the universe, born just in time to make photorealistic AI cat girls. Perfect.
I've gone to some like VR orgies here and there.
Oh,
but
yeah?
they're like, those don't last that long. And then outside of that, all you really have to do is one, get way too hammered to like exist, which will sign you out of VR, or I don't know, play golf maybe with some friends. I don't get it. Now I understand how you can know life. WoW, for example, because it's a game, but in VR, what the fuck are you doing?
Isn't that kind of the same thing as GTA RP? Because I know you did a lot of that back in the day.
Well, that's somewhat of a video game.
Okay.
Right? In VR, like you're not fucking. Well, you are fucking, but like but like you're more so just talking to people, like not role playing. It's not a game.
Oh, I know. I remember.
That's what people want, right? They like want to be the person and socialize.
Absolutely. I was watching you in VR chat, and it was like Nanners and another like VR girl that were like getting it on with each other at like this, not really, but like flirting with each other.
Was it on Rob's stream?
Yes, and so I was watching it, And I was like, wow, this is actually kind of hot, right? And like I was getting into it. I'm like, all right, this is great. And then out of fucking nowhere, I hear off camera, Lakari. Hey guys, hey, where are you? Oh wow, hey, what's up guys? How you doing? And he immediately ruined the entire thing. So yeah, I understand why VR chat is great, of course.
Let me tell you why it's really bad.
Okay.
So I did VR chat.
Keep in mind, your idea of really bad is probably my idea of really good.
Okay, well I'm gonna change that. So I did a subathon for 42 days about a year back in VR chat. Did the whole shebang. I immersed myself. I slept in VR. I did some weird shit in VR. I'll just say it.
Yeah.
But when you go to people who live in VR and you hang out with them in VR, then you hang out with them in real life. It's a different experience because there are some people who like get that it's like a different world, and then there are other people who just think it's just real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so then they'll still do the same things.
Like what?
Like soda pop. I'm going to move my hand towards your face.
Yeah. Okay. So I've.
I'm not going to do it. It's so weird.
He's right. There's a lot of people like. I've met a lot of VR chatters, and they're just some of them are just off. Like Rob has to. So Rob does these lobbies. He has to basically gatekeep 95% of the people that want to hang out because they're just all just wrong.
Well, what do they do? Are there like examples? Of
Socially inept.
What do you think people in VR chat do?
I don't like. I assume that they're just like they
What's
just
the
don't know
worst
how
thing
to. The worst thing I think could happen.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's bad.
It's pretty bad. VR chat is unhealthy. I don't know how the hell. Did you get Phantom Sense when you were in VR for that long?
Yes. Here's the thing. So here's my problem is because I thought it was bullshit. The other problem is I got.
Is that like Spider Sense or what?
Yeah. So pretty much.
What is this?
Okay. So not every time, but sometimes when somebody would like move their hands on my face, I would feel it because my brain would trigger the response like I was about to feel it.
That's awesome.
It was, but it was weird.
So does it work like in other ways too? If
Like sexually?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
what they claim.
Okay.
I don't have. Well,
Some people have it, some don't, but
I get Phantom Sense sometimes, but not to the point where like, wow, I'm gonna come. Like that doesn't happen.
Okay. Makes sense. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into this. I ordered a VR chat headset, and I think somebody stole it off my porch or something. I'm not sure.
Or the possible.
Never shows up. Yeah, it was $1,000. Just
Which one did you
deleted.
get?
The Steam one.
The
That's the
Index.
best one.
It's the only good one.
Yep, and it's gone. I think that more and more games. The thing is, like, if you guys have ever seen any of the VR games, like, so have you ever actually played any of the VR games?
Yeah.
How are they?
Motion sickness.
Yeah.
They suck.
They're not good. Somebody would like move their hands on my face. It was. Yes.
That's
Wow.
what they claim.
Okay.
I don't have. Well,
Some people have it, some don't, but
I get Phantom Sense sometimes, but not to the point where like, wow, I'm gonna come. Like that doesn't happen.
Okay. Makes sense. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into this. I ordered a VR chat headset, and I think somebody stole it off my porch or something. I'm not sure.
Or the possible.
Never shows up. Yeah, it was $1,000. Just
Which one did you
deleted.
get?
The Steam one.
The
That's the
Index.
best one.
It's the only good one.
Yep, and it's gone. I think that more and more games. The thing is, like, if you guys have ever seen any of the VR games, like, so have you ever actually played any of the VR games?
Yeah.
How are they?
Motion sickness.
Yeah.
They suck.
They're not good.
No, VR is trash in every single way.
Why?
Well, one, you have to get completely set up, which is awful, not fun. Don't enjoy doing that. Now you're finally set up.
Yeah.
Let's just, I mean, for me, like, one, my face is going to start burning. I'm going to start sweating.
Yeah.
There's different face masks you can buy, DLCs to your Index to make it better. Then you have to charge everything. Now you have to move. Now I'm fucking tired. And it's exhausting. And then walking around, you're constantly hitting the border of your place. It's just a million things that are just annoying. And there's limited amount of things you can actually do. A keyboard and mouse, like what you can actually do with a keyboard and mouse is crazy compared to VR where you're just your boring hands.
I totally agree. I think that we need a Neuralink in order for it to actually be popular. 100%. Like, have y'all seen the people that are playing Elden Ring with their mind?
What?
What?
What are you
I'm
talking about?
not even fucking kidding you.
No, I've not seen that. What the fuck?
I didn't believe it either. They are actually able to play Elden Ring with their mind by imagining certain things and then training a computer to detect different brain waves. And then by doing that, the brain waves tell the computer to input something in Elden Ring.
What?
Where, how?
Yeah.
I've not heard of this. Is anybody streaming that?
I watched a video on it.
That is the coolest shit I've.
They like explain like what do they think like forward and it goes forward.
I think that it depends, and it's actually not a 1-to-1 ratio. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes they'll think of like a wave rushing over in order to do like an overhanded attack, right?
Yeah.
But like think about how good that is compared to how good it was 5 years ago. It's like in 10 years, I'm gonna be playing every game with my mind. It's gonna be fucking great.
That's actually so sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's the technology we're in right now. It's just going up, you know.
Oh yeah.
I will say, talking about the VR, the only thing it does right is horror. Horror games in a VR headset.
Oh,
it
okay,
is-
that's true.
It's terrifying.
Okay.
I could never do that. Oh, is this the
This is
clip?
so yeah,
The
playing
one
it with the
her
brain.
brain?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Oh, so she is a streamer.
Yeah, I watched it on YouTube, but I guess she wasn't streaming.
But look at the top right. She's got a sub goal of doing VR horror. That is
That's
how.
fair enough.
That is how. It's funny that we bring that up. That is. She's able to fucking play Elden Ring with her brain, but you know what the challenge is? VR.
Right.
That's.
Play that with your brain.
So
No, just in general.
is she like wearing something on her head? Like I'm still so confused.
Yeah, I think so. And it's like a reader, and
Yeah, I like can't
measures-
see from here.
Yeah, it like measures different types of like brain. Was that Jake Lucky? Just randomly showed up in there. I don't know what that.
Oh yeah, she is wearing something. Okay.
Yeah, see. And so it's like different neural sensors.
You know, the next step might be like the big VR mask with those neurosensors like on the mask as well. And the whole thing
Exactly.
comes as one big package.
Yep.
And it'll be wireless too.
Because like I didn't like the Wii because like I don't play video games to move.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to, like that's the like this is the it doesn't even make sense. Like why am I it's like I like diet soda. Like why would you drink diet soda? Just drink water. Like I play video games because I want to sit there in my chair and do nothing except for do this with my hands, you know?
Yeah.
And then the Wii, it's like you've got to go, "Oh, in order to make Link use his sword, you have to go like this." It's like I don't want to do that. It's going to my arm's going to get
Wait, have
tired.
you ever played DDR?
Yeah, I did.
See, that's
Look
good.
at the controller.
What?
That is the better one.
Arrow keys.
That's the better one.
Okay, I've played with arrow keys too, but with your feet's fun.
Yeah, but then it's like that was harder.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is, and then it's hard to play again because now you're tired.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I think my experience with the DDR is when I played 2 songs and then I'm done for the rest of the week, bro.
Was that
Yeah.
just at my place?
Yep. Emmy's actually a freak at DDR.
Yeah, I saw.
I love DDR. Like I have so much fun playing DDR that I don't realize I'm tired until like 4 songs later,
Wow.
and I'm just like dead.
It's a good workout.
Yeah, it's good.
We might be 60 years old. We will be the old fucks in the world, and the young generation of gaming will have Neuralinked VRs
Yeah.
and be fit as fuck. That might be our future.
I think gaming's dead.
That might. Yeah, you might be right.
You think it's dead? It's
Gaming
over?
will never die.
Yeah. Because, when was the last time we got a new genre? What was that?
That-
Vampire
Yeah,
Vampire
When's the
Survivor.
last time we got a new genre of fucking books? Those have just been around forever.
Yeah, they're dead. Nobody reads.
Yeah.
That's my exact
No,
point. Who
people
reads?
read. People
Who?
read.
Name 70,000 people who read.
Okay, well,
Nobody reads, man. Come on.
I mean, yeah, gaming isn't gonna die, but it is dying on Twitch.
You really think so?
I absolutely. It is.
Why do you think it's happening?
Because currently the top streamers on Twitch they do not play video games at all, because video games don't get as many views, and so everyone coming to Twitch is going to, I mean, it's like a new game releases, everyone's going to click the #1 streamer in that section, right? So Twitch as a whole, everyone's going to click the #1 streamer on that platform. The top 5 streamers on the platform pretty much always will not be playing a game unless it's some special event. And so everyone's getting funneled through that, and gaming is just not, it's the background at this point.
So you think that it's happening because of a negative feedback loop that constantly rewards people who aren't making gaming content by aggregating their content above gaming content?
You had too many big words in what you just.
I didn't get
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you
Yeah.
mean. Somewhat. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just how it's gonna. It's funny because Twitch is actually a website that came from Justin, because Justin was becoming too much of a gaming website. Like, let's just make a whole nother platform specifically for just gaming. And now, the gaming is the background on Twitch, and it's once again
It's
the
just
IRL.
chatting.
It's just chatting.
Yeah, that's what you said when you play World of Warcraft. That it's just chatting, but with like laser beams and like
Just chatting with buttons.
yeah, with buttons.
That's what
Yeah,
people call it my stream.
oh yeah, that was like for
Yep.
Hearthstone too, huh?
yeah, that's how it was for Genshin as well.
I mean, truth be told, like watching games can be pretty damn boring sometimes. It's the truth, but it's like it's just how it is.
I also think that the way that people stream video games on Twitch that's good for Twitch viewership isn't good for YouTube viewership. And I think that's like another big issue is that people keep chasing Twitch numbers, and in doing so, what chases Twitch numbers is dragging out content, but what gets YouTube viewership is having short bursts of very entertaining content with kind of lulls in between. I think that Rust videos are like the best example of that, how Rust is extremely popular on YouTube. It has like millions and millions and millions of views, but on Twitch, comparatively, it's much smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right, because there's so many boring moments in between the good moments.
Well, it's like, yeah, these guys made us mad, so we waited outside their base for 8 hours, and then there's a cut, and it's 8 hours later. You don't have to sit there.
Skip to the good part, right?
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, also with Rust, you can't really stream doing any of that because stream will just ruin it.
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to like do cool things like where you actually have to plan something out, and if the other person's informed, it's all ruined. Things like that. Then you get a bunch of fake interactions too. It sucks. You can't stream that kind of stuff, but that's just how it goes.
Oh yeah, like RPing is a big streamer. That actually makes me really annoyed. Because like RP servers like for GTA RP become less about like actually doing RP and more about like pandering to bigger streamers and just trying to like be like there was what there's like you did GTA RP for a pretty long time?
Yeah, I did.
Where like police officers would go and like arrest bigger streamers. That way their stream would have to watch their interactions, and that way they could get more exposure rather than actually focusing on the RP.
I don't think, in my opinion, with GTA, I don't think anyone. Okay, some actually they straight just went out of their way just to snipe.
Yeah.
That absolutely went on. But I think it was more like subconscious where let's say I'm being detained, right?
Yep.
And the cop is detaining me. I'm one of the bigger streamers, so that cop is like, well, if this was any other person, they would just let me go. But they do drag it on, and they probably don't even admit to themselves that they're doing it because they're interacting with the bigger streamer, right?
Yeah.
And then as the bigger streamer, you start picking up that you are treated a little differently, and sometimes it's great. Sometimes you get a job in this game as a GTA or whatever the hell, but most of the time you're just like, fuck, this is annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran a burger joint, and I was receiving so many job applications, so many more than I should be receiving.
Burger shop?
Yeah. And then of course people are trying to blow up my building every hour, pretty much.
Right.
So and eventually I'm like, okay, yeah, and everyone knows that this is going. It's just how it's gonna go. I don't know.
Yeah. People are weird with games, and I think that's another thing, you're right, is that like whenever you're streaming an online game, it's hard to do it because there's so many people that are trying to be fucking annoying. Like, you know, you're streaming classic WoW, there's people being fucking annoying. Rust, people being annoying. GTRP, people annoying. And it's like all of those things make an experience. I think it's like a very short-term high, and then it just goes down very, very fast. And it's like you can't really turn it off, so it narrows down the type of like gaming content you can do on Twitch and have it be like actually entertaining.
Dude, Fortnite did. Fortnite tried to turn it off. There's these two emotes called the L dance and the donkey laugh.
Yeah.
Right? And they're the most toxic things ever. And they removed them from the game.
Wait, they did?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so if you don't already have them, you can't ever get them again because they're trying to reduce the amount of toxic behavior. But like, that's the reason why people play shooters, man. You kill somebody and then you dance on their body. It's the best.
They removed /spit from WoW.
What?
Wait, you heard about like what they added League new pings? There's one that like looks kind of like a noose. It's a hook, like for bait. Like if you're trying to ping your laner to like bait, but I've only seen people use it when they're mad at someone. They'll spam the hook on them, like
on their
KYS.
little model and then
Yeah.
Hang yourself now.
It's so. I've never seen anyone actually use it to be like, hey, bait right now.
Yeah. Wait, is the spit because of the storm out?
I think it was like, yes, it was, in my opinion. Maybe this is just delusions of grandeur.
No, you're right.
But I think it's because of the storm out thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Because you did a thing where, like, if somebody had a storm out, you would /spit on them, right?
The funny thing about it is it wasn't even me. It was McConnell. McConnell was the one that invented this whole thing.
I love that.
Everybody blamed it on me. And it's like, yeah, I agreed with him. I was like, yeah, do this. But, like, don't tell me I invented this. I didn't. It was just McConnell's idea, and I pushed it.
The thing is, so I played WoW with Viki. She never played WoW. She's played every MMO ever.
Yeah.
And she loved that mount. I told her, I was like, you understand, if you use this mount, people will, well, they can't, but they would spit on you.
Right.
constantly. She loved that.
And Vicky is baby, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's Babe. Sorry, yeah, Babe, my VTuber girl. I don't. I mean, I don't care.
You like VTubers?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm not the biggest fan of VTubers are fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fine. Do what you got. Do what your thing.
I would like you to go on record, and I would like you to say right now, who introduced you to Babe, sorta? You did it.
I mean, yeah, it was you.
Oh my god.
It was on. What the fuck were we doing?
We did a game show. We did
What game show was it?
Island of Riches.
Oh yeah.
Wait, that's where you met?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought you guys met like gaming or
Hey,
something.
you know what's crazy?
Well-
I even paired them up because I thought they would like each other.
What the
As friends.
fuck, dude?
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
So yeah, we met on that, and then we went on Rob's VR. So back to VR, Rob's game show, and I mean, we were both flirting pretty hard.
Yeah.
You got Riz?
No, but she. I picked up. I can tell what's going on, and she knew what was going on. And then we were subtle, and then it was kind of like, let's hang out. Let's fucking hang out again. And then we went to Rob's New Year's party, which is like off stream, a lot of nudity.
This is in VR.
In VR, yeah. So we went there, and we both kind of knew that there was something going on. But when you first meet someone, right, or start talking, and then we go in, and a lot of flirting. Both got hammered. Started dating the next day.
There it is.
Who asked,
damn.
who asked out who?
I did.
Hey, good shit.
My man.
I'm proud of you, dog.
Thanks, homie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she was like, "Really? Like that fast?" I'm like, "Yeah." So we started dating the next day.
That's sick.
Yes.
Damn.
Dude, I'll be real. I don't fuck around either. Right? When you know, you know.
Yeah, it was one of those. So it was good. And now we're moving in together. So things are actually pretty solid. Fucking VTubers.
It's awesome. Man.
I don't know.
They're great.
Yeah,
I'm a big VTuber guy. I love those people.
we know.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a VTuber that you don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, I try to make sure that I go out and I try to know all of them at least. Because the cool thing about VTubers is
Gotta-
they all do it for a reason.
Gotta catch them all.
Exactly. They're like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, they all do it for a reason. I like knowing, like, why do you not just do face cam? And they have, like, these cool stories about, like, they're, like, in a hospital and they can't do it.
Oh, is that common?
Yeah. And I don't
Oh,
want to,
really?
like, say which ones, like, out of, like...
Right, yeah. I would have thought that for most of them, it's just like they just wanted to, like they just thought it was cool.
Yeah, that too. Or, like, oh, I don't feel like wearing makeup. So I'll be a dog girl on the internet.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, like from what I've gathered, it's like it does. I've done VTubing, like kind of ironically.
Yeah.
Was it ironic? I thought you liked it. That's my problem.
Fuck no, that thing sucked using it. Like, I mean, from a girl's perspective, it's nice. You don't have to like fucking do your makeup, do like get you don't have to get ready, right?
Yeah.
But from my perspective, I don't do that stuff already. And I go on, and now I'm sitting here. I fucking put like you have to actually over amplify every facial gesture.
Yep.
You want to smile? Like it's absurd, and just to make the fucking stupid thing pick it up, and you got it's just a massive hassle.
Dude, watching VTubers do their thing in real life is
Have you seen that?
so many times.
Oh god.
It is the dumbest.
I'll be honest. I'm surprised they let you. I would be insecure.
I'll say it. It's cringe.
I had no
Yeah.
idea. Wait, so they like everything they have to like really
Yeah.
like dang.
Yeah, I mean, like the technology's gotten better, so it's not like
Not as
bad.
bad.
But at the same time, it is
That
like
sounds annoying.
there was times when I was using it where I would just like have my resting normal face, and then now I've got resting bitch face on my VTuber,
Yeah.
and but I'm in a good mood, so
Right.
I have to force this bullshit smile
The whole
like,
time.
Yeah, so it's just that's kind of how you have to do it.
Oh my
I had no idea it was like that.
Yeah, that sucks. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
That's
and,
so bad.
So it was more exhausting being a VTuber than sitting there actually on a camera. Then again, I don't put any effort in the first place, but just I can recognize the effort that gets put into that kind of
I
thing.
feel
Oh,
like
yes.
Now that I-
VTubers get it rougher. I feel like because like at first like when I saw VTubers, I was like, that seems so much easier. Like you just have like a model. You don't have to like put yourself out there. But there's that which I didn't know about. And then VTubers also get like the biggest weirdos apparently.
Oh, it's
Oh my
yeah,
god.
the biggest like
Parasocial
obsessive
viewers for
viewers.
Because you filter them out, right? And so, like, anybody who's going to sit there and watch an anime girl for, like, 6 hours a day, I mean, this is going to be, like, if you take the average of these people versus the average of the people that just watch normal streams, you're gonna get more weirdos in this category. That's just how it is.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mental illness. Geeky actually,
Oh, I read threads about this stuff all the time, and like these crazy posts. I love this. I love reading their unhinged rants, like, you know, 8-paragraph post on like 4chan that's gonna get deleted in like fucking 1 hour. It's done.
use 4chan.
Really?
Yeah, I look. Yeah, I don't know how to. I open them like the fuck do I just get annoyed and close it.
Oh, I love reading the things. I think they're hilarious.
From what I've heard, it is the mentally ill like worst of all of it.
You know what's crazy? That's how I discovered VTubers. I was in high school and I went on 4chan/B.
Yeah.
And I found Nanners. That was the first VTuber I ever watched.
Wait, she's been around that long?
Yeah, but she did. I don't even know if she likes.
Well, she-
But she used to do like rap songs and shit.
I thought everyone knew that she did like song covers and shit.
Yeah.
They're good though. Like
they're
I
good.
still see people use them for like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, Nanners is the goat.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I had no idea she had done it for that long.
Yeah, she did music for a long time.
I thought VTubing just started to happen in like 2016 or something.
Oh well, like she like got her start
Yeah.
off that, and then she like transitioned into a VTuber.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
VTubing's fucking weird.
I think my favorite thing is when people go onto VTubers chats and they say, "Wow, you look so beautiful today," and I'm like, "Bro, they look the same as yesterday."
They gotta be.
Yeah.
They're a PNG, brother.
Like that's something I would say is like a joke.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
ironically, but I know that some of them are being serious.
The problem is it's not some; it's like a lot of them.
I know. There's that many that it's like you damn well know in this fucking herd of whatever the fuck this is, there are some fucks.
But I think there's a big difference in like liking VTubing and thinking that it's cool versus like being like, actually, I only watch VTubers because you're my queens and they all look very beautiful. Like identifying as like a VTuber community. There's a big difference. Like, I'm an Omar guy. Come on, guys. I mean, well, that weird.
They're proud to be simps. That's one thing that I think is very different with
Financial slaves. Have you ever
Yes.
seen those?
Fendom. Yep.
Or is that what they're called? I think.
Well, it's one to a pay pig.
Yeah, pay pigs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Those are just common in general, not just.
It's that blows my mind.
Oh yeah.
There's so many of them. Like I have had the pleasure to look at least 5 different like girl streamers email. They just shown me just like at conventions, like look at
Yeah.
that freak. I'm like, oh my god. And I look at it, and they just get email after email of guys that just want to be financial slaves. And the
Yeah.
thing is, what the guys email about is complaining that these girls aren't asking for more. So to explain what they are, there are guys that get off on being financially drained to the point where they are struggling in life
Right.
from someone that is demanding money from them, specifically a girl.
Yeah.
And there's tons of them.
That's badass. That is dope, man.
It's like a
And
divorce
these
simulator.
These guys are like complaining. They're like, like, you don't ask for enough from me. I'm not struggling enough. Are you kidding me? What the fuck?
It's-
That blows my mind.
It's nuts because I'll have like VTuber buddies, and they'll have like maybe like 400 or 500 like concurrent viewer counts.
Yeah.
And I'll see their sub count at like 2-3K, and I'm like, okay, man, they have a lot of subs. And then I see their top gifters, and I'm not even kidding. This is
It's like 1K. It's one
there's-
guy.
that's lowballing.
Uh huh.
There's like
I've
one
seen
of my buddies.
YouTubers with like 4K for
It's
1
literally
month.
like one guy,
Mhm.
4,500 subs in the span of 2 months, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? It's insane. You know
Yeah.
what else is insane? Razor.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
We love Razor.
Did you ever do your unboxing of the Razer laptop?
No.
I haven't done mine, and I need to do it. Like one of these days, I actually need to do it because I want to use the laptop, and I want to unbox it on stream. I feel like
So-
an idiot.
So this Christmas, so I'm supposed to do an unboxing for Razer. They want me
Yeah.
to do like a community art thing,
Yeah.
right? Where everyone designs this laptop and then we give it away, right? It's a cool little fun thing for you to do the community they like doing, and also Razer placement, right? And I was supposed to do that, and I was gonna give the laptop to my brother for Christmas because I already have one,
Yeah.
right? But the laptop never showed up, so I just gave my brother my laptop.
Right.
And until they give me the laptop to unbox, I will not have one.
Well, I thought that they gave me one, and then they gave me another one, and then I gave you my old one.
We got late Razer laptops going everywhere.
Yeah.
We got.
Yeah.
You guys no fucking clue at this.
There's like 4 Razer laptops in my house, and I just like use all of them. And I'm like, which fucking one has this thing on it? Like, I just can't.
These
Oh
are
my
some
God.
serious first world problems. problems.
Yeah, yeah.
As if somebody raised her laptops.
Yeah, where did I save my information? I have so many different laptops. What am I gonna do here?
Which one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a message earlier that said Razer wanted someone to do something for him. And I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm your guy. I'll do it.
right.
And you know what they do? They send me a Razer Kraken kitty headset, and they make me do a kitty dance.
Oh wow,
Wait,
oh,
did
that's
you already do
oh
that?
how cute.
You already did it?
Huh?
You already did it?
I did it at the game
my
day with
God.
Nick, which, by the way, that was such a good event.
It was solid. I am still in fucking pain.
Same.
I mean, you're the only other one who fucking ran. You were goalie, so I don't want to hear shit from you. I mean, you're the only one that was on the field running. Are you sore?
She was.
No, I was on there for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, they brought her on so she could just.
Were you on my
And she
team or the
left.
other?
Other team.
That's
They didn't
crazy.
tag
how
you in?
Don't even know.
Dude, I was on defense, so I was never on the other side.
Yeah, but you understand, goalie is hard, bro. They were kicking balls.
It's
at me.
okay. I understand. Not that much. And also, like, you're not running up and down the field repeatedly.
Did you not see what I did the night before?
You play. I didn't watch. You went to town and country and you played soccer.
Yeah, out of your, I brought 12 people, and we were doing suicides. Like we were running, like we were sprinting, like we were going.
That's fair, but like when you're sitting there on fourth quarter or whatever the hell.
Is that why you let the balls go through? Because you were tired?
Nick is insane. Okay.
Nick was owning out there, and it was. I've never played soccer. It's the one sport I never played. That's popular.
Hey, I'm gonna just say it. Okay, when your defenders are Russell and Emmy, it's hard out there.
I'm just not built for sports, man. I'm sorry.
Man.
It's hard.
Every time the ball came at me, I was like, get that shit away from me. But, like, it usually ended up going to the
Our-
You're lucky Miz was on our team.
Our
Oh,
team.
yeah.
Doubly scared me. From that, yeah.
I mean, the problem is, Miz had that one goal that he got, and from there, I want to be on offense. We won that game on defense.
Yeah.
We absolutely won it on defense. And Miz was great defender, but then stopped defending.
Yep.
And that was where we won the game.
Wasn't
let's-
getting on camera enough.
Yeah, true. Let's refer to him by his proper title, the Arm Collector.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I actually, Rob is home, so Rob shattered his elbow in 3 places.
Yep.
Miz felt terrible for that. It's one of the, you ever like play a sport and you accidentally hurt someone, you feel so bad, and you just keep apologizing. He felt terrible, but he fucked him up. Rob shattered his elbow in 3 places, just got done getting surgery. Couldn't get surgery the day before because his blood pressure was too high. He was messaging me pictures, randomly bleeding and shit. It was,
Ugh.
This is so sad. 5 gifted subs.
Is he good now or what?
I mean, is as good as you can be after getting surgery and just getting.
Yeah.
Well, so I'll just say it. Elbow issues.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a problem for life.
Ugh.
That's what
Fuck
you told
that.
me.
Yep. Joint issues. It's gonna hurt for pretty much forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which
blows.
blows ass.
It sucks. Oh my god.
It's not badass.
It's not bad.
Quite.
I've never broken a bone before, as
Me
far as
neither.
I know. I think this could be a little bit messed up. I never got an X-ray on it, so I'm not sure.
I've never
broken
broken
a
a
lot.
bone.
Yeah.
Never, ever.
Yeah, a lot.
That's
I'm
So
gonna
3
keep it that way.
we've never broken a bone, all 3 of us.
not really. No. I mean, this might be dislocated or something, but no, not really.
Yeah, I busted my head open. I broke my arm. I stabbed myself in my eye.
Why?
Oh, I was a little kid.
Oh, it is what it is.
Yeah, like I was opening a Swiss Army knife with my teeth, and then the blade just flew in. Yeah, and then this one kid flying jump knee striked me in the jaw and broke my tooth.
I actually had a friend of mine do that to another friend of mine.
Mhm.
Fucking flying karate kick.
Mhm.
Kicked a sawhorse, like a 2x4 sawhorse, right into my friend's mouth. Knocked his fucking tooth out.
Yep.
So fucking crazy. Just watching it happen.
I think the craziest thing I ever broke on somebody else was I tore a guy's nutsack open.
Why?
So because we're all downstairs in my house and we were RPing a Naruto fight,
Yeah.
right? And he was portraying Rock Lee, and I was Naruto because I'm the main character.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Tag.
And then I pushed him, right? I probably called it like some almighty push that Bane does.
Yeah.
And then he bumps into his little brother, and his little brother was on the laundry machine.
Yeah.
And the corner of the laundry machine just hit it at the right angle and
Ooh.
just tore that shit open.
Oh god.
So I got an assist on that.
Huge.
Yeah, that was
You've
definitely.
taken out a guy's balls.
Yeah,
That's a quote.
I'm
That's
proud
good.
of that.
I think the worst injury I've ever gotten, if I have to think about it, I've never broken a bone. I've had that wind knocked out of me. I flew into a cactus. That was
There you go.
painful.
What happened there? What the
I was
fuck?
hiking and I just slipped and I slid down this
Oh my
mountain
god.
and I just went right into a cactus. I have a nasty scar because I ran full speed into a barbed wire fence. I was playing airsoft. never really done shit.
Well,
That's it.
I'm gonna tell a story, and I swear to God, I'm not just making this up on the spot. I swear that you brought back a repressed memory.
Okay.
I went to this place called I think it was called Tinfoil Mountain with my buddies back when I was in high school, and we're all up there, and all of a sudden they just abandoned my ass. Okay, and I am directionally challenged. I'm an idiot. I do not know how to get back to places where I was before. I have to use Google Maps for everything.
Same.
Anywho, I'm looking around. I'm trying to find them, and this is like a desert mountain, and my stupid ass steps on like a cactus plant, and one of the needles goes through my feet, and I start bleeding like crazy. I don't know what to do. Okay, so I take off my shoe, I take my sock, I wrap it around my other sock like I seen them do in the movies. I don't even know if I do it right. I start getting lightheaded. I have no idea what to do. So the only thing that I do is I just find a house anywhere and I just go to it. Direct path. I don't try to find a trail or anything. See a house, I go to it. I go over somebody's fence. Okay, I put my foot in their pool, which I don't know if that was a good idea or not. I don't know if chlorine.
I assume the whole water just started turning red.
Actually, surprisingly, no. Like it didn't change at all, to be honest.
Okay.
And then I knock on the door of their window.
Right.
And they're not even freaked out, and they just help me.
Yeah.
And they take care of me. They get me bandaged up. They clean my foot, and then I was good.
That's nuts.
It was terrifying for a little bit. But I always have this perspective. I don't know if y'all are the same, but I always have this perspective where I always think the world is such a dark place that nobody wants to help me.
They're gonna open a door and they're gonna cut your leg off.
Yeah, exactly.
The hills have eyes.
But every single time, almost every single time I've ever had to rely on a random act of kindness from a stranger, it's always worked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the world is actually a much better place than I think it is.
It's not that bad. I mean, most people just they don't want to start the stress of some aggressive interaction. They just want to go about their day and help you out, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You're going around. I mean, what neighborhood were you in?
I don't know.
Was it a nice neighborhood?
Yeah, it was. They had a pool, so it's probably.
They had a pool. There you go.
Yeah,
that's
a nice
one.
neighborhood.
That's one big thing that might help you. God, I just remember one of my memories too.
Say it.
I had Y'all ever hear of staph infection?
Yep.
Wait, what's a staph infection?
I don't know, but it was like.
Not good.
It's not
Okay.
good. I had one of the early staph infections,
Early staph. Okay.
So to explain what it is, I don't even know what it is exactly, but
It's an infection that happens while you're in the hospital, right?
well, it happened. I was not in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
I was just out existing. It can form from a scab. It can form from a hair follicle, anything. And I got one right here. I have a scar still, but essentially it looked like I had a spider bite because the center is like the scab. It looks like something bit you, and this big area of pus starts forming, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I went to Six Flags, and I remember, no, I didn't pop it. I went to Six Flags. I was in middle school. I was first chair. That's future. Sorry. Anyways, we're at Six Flags. Me and a whole bunch of friends. I have staph infection, but it's getting bigger because of the heat.
Yeah.
And it's so bad that my friend's mom is like, "You're going to the ER." I go there that's not a brown recluse bite. That's something else. So I go to the fucking hospital, and these guys, they have to cut me open. They stuff a string to drain the pus. They stuff a string into it and let it it's so gross. Oh, it's so painful because they can only numb the outside, not the inside of my arm. So I have this string hanging out to keep it from closing, letting it drain for weeks. And now staph infection is highly infective. Highly infective. So I brought up band, being first chair. They had to shove me in the corner, like I have a dank hat or whatever, just away from everyone. Because I'm infectious. So every class for the next 6 months, I'm stuffed in the corner away from everyone. I lost first chair because no one could hear me.
Right. Yeah.
So I lost first chair because of staph infection.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, man.
And then I got 4 others. Once you get staph infection once, you become susceptible to get it again and again and again. Because I took shit, whatever.
Is it antibiotics?
I don't know. It's something like that. The whole story, I had to get steroids because I had an allergic reaction. Allergic reaction made me weak and susceptible. I got staph infection, and then I got staph infection again. I just became a sickly fuck up for the next 3 years of my life.
But you don't have it right now.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Well, whenever we did the video, Imru, where I was wearing those knee braces and everything, or leg braces.
Owner announcement.
They had worn all of my skin down, and it was all bloody and red.
What?
And
Why?
then-
Why were you still?
And then we went to California,
Oh,
and
no.
in the We Play studio, you know how everything was really dark? Well, I was just walking around not paying attention. I walked right into the same exact spot. And I never even checked to see how bad it was until the next day. The hotel had white sheets and there was blood all over them.
My God.
Yeah.
Whoa. That is so
They
bad.
were gonna be pissed. They never complained about it, so it should be fine.
I've bled on sheets a whole bunch before. That sounds really bad.
Yeah.
But, like, what do they do? They just like fuck.
I don't know. I just
They're-
left. It's not. I mean, like,
You can't really get blood.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What are you supposed to do?
I think you can, but I don't know if it's like sanitary to like other people's blood.
Yeah, no,
if it's
You ain't reusing
Yeah.
the sheets.
That's probably not a good idea. And yeah, that was probably the worst it's been recently, at least.
Jesus Christ.
yeah. Well, speaking of videos and injuries, I don't know if you remember, but I told you about the pineapple when we did that tier list a couple weeks ago. I brought you a can of it. I forgot until just now.
Just crack this shit open.
So is this like the one flavor he didn't get to try?
Yeah, of like popular fruits. I would have gotten you fresh pineapple, but I didn't really have time. And then also, this is like sweeter. I know you like sweet shit. Canned pineapple sweeter, so I
Pineapple.
might like it more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just eat one chunk.
100% pineapple juice.
Yep.
It makes you feel better. I only like fruit when it's in smoothie form.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
You don't take a sip of that?
I'm just gonna pull one out.
Yeah, just eat a chunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pineapple juice, I would like that.
Do you guys like canned pineapple? I kind of like it like the same as fresh pineapple.
I slurp it down.
I don't think I've ever had canned pineapple, and I don't want to try it.
I would not immediately rush off stage to start dessert.
Okay, that's big.
That's a compliment, by the way.
That happened last week.
Okay, but what is it? A, B, C, D, S?
I would call it S tier fruit for sure.
Like
Okay, let's go.
yeah,
I think the pineapple community can let you pass on that.
yeah.
What the fuck?
They're so chewy. Like these fruits are so chewy. Like usually I'll like bite something. Like it takes me longer to chew this than jerk.
Dude, speaking of shit that I didn't know what it was, I need to talk to you about the Jetson one. Okay? I just found out
Oh,
about
you brought this up. You didn't tell me what it was. 'Cause you're like, oh wait.
this is
What?
crazy. Could somebody pull up a video of the Jetson one? So I just found out about this. So allegedly, right?
Okay.
It's an aircraft that you can fly without a pilot's license. And it's like you sit in a drone and then you can control yourself in a flying vehicle using like joysticks. And apparently it like ballparks for like $80,000.
That sounds like people are gonna die from this.
Yeah.
Sounds like an extreme idea. Okay, flying around.
I'm gonna be real. After Kobe, there's no fucking way I get in this. There's no fucking way I ever get in a helicopter. It doesn't need to happen, and it's not going to.
Yo, play that shit, dude. Soda.
Nope.
Blow your mind.
I'm also not going to be getting in, but I'm going to look at it's just a drone.
Yeah, it's a
A
drone.
really large drone that
It
you
looks cool on
Is that not, dude? I'm telling you, a stream from a Jetson one.
I mean, that sounds cool, but at the same time,
Like park on the McDonald's roof.
Dude, I'm telling you, just imagine just going around getting McDonald's in your Jetson one.
no, you can't just drive that thing around.
What are they gonna do? Stop me? I'll fly away.
That's a good.
Yeah, well, no, you ain't flying this outside of like your land. You know, you're gonna get in trouble.
Hey, I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
What are they gonna arrest you in? I mean, you're not breaking any traffic laws. I'm in the air.
I don't know. Yeah, I just see like streaming this. One, maybe I'm too like realistic. Where are you gonna put the backpack? Like the camera POV is gonna.
So I just gotta say, because only an ignorant person would say something like that, the errors are far more controlled than the roads are. You're far more likely to get away with speeding at 150 miles an hour than you are to take off in America without flight clearance. You will summon down the feds pretty much immediately, and only a smart person would. I mean, not only, but a smart person would know that. It's just weird. It's weird that his position was like, oh, what they do? They can't stop me. They absolutely can. They've got 50 helicopters and media and press and fucking pig choppers in the fucking sky, nasty pig choppers after my marijuana crops and such. I'm kidding. Like that's a quote from a Cypress Hill song. I don't have a marijuana crop. I'm talking about Cypress Hill. Yeah, and it's kind of ignorant to say that they don't control the air. They control the air more than they do the ground. It's impossible to fly in this country in a personal conveyance vehicle without summoning down 5 stars. if you don't have clearance from a radio tower. The FCC runs the airs tighter a ship than we do our own highways.
Gonna be trash.
Just put it in your
The-
lap.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, at that point it's just gonna be a nuisance. It's gonna be annoying because now you have to turn the camera. How are you gonna put it? The view is gonna be boring, constantly the same shit. It'll be fun to do, terrible to watch.
What you would have to do is you would have to have somebody with like a mounted camera that could be controlled remotely and have them controlling it remotely while you're flying, and then have the microphone inside of your helmet, and then have it be like very close and have a very high vocal noise gate.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that you could do.
this
I
would make a
think.
great YouTube video.
I feel like you're just
Yes.
a hater, man.
I'm not a hater, but I just see I see maybe one segment of one stream of use out of this thing.
Yeah. And I'm just saying the Jetson 1 community is not going to be happy that you're saying this.
Yeah.
Well,
Even-
it's streaming it. I'm not talking about how fun it looks.
Bro, this is the coolest shit ever, dog.
That is pretty sick.
There's
I won't
so
lie.
many things you could do. Okay, you want to tell you why? I'm gonna blow your.
You could die.
No, you get you and true. That's
Okay, true.
You get 3 of your buddies. You all get Jetson once, and then you play croquet. Right? You play croquet from your helicopters, dog.
And one of you is gonna like run into
I
each
need
other,
to
and then you're both dead.
Yeah.
I want to listen. Let's see how this thing handles a gust of wind
Yeah. There you go.
out of fucking nowhere.
Uh huh.
So those little fans look like they're barely hanging on.
It gets windy as fuck here in Texas.
It does.
I didn't think it
fucking
would. I was excited because I come from Kansas and I fucking hate wind. I was like, oh well. it
So
won't
they
be as
ever
bad in
have like
Texas.
that, like, cause you know how like Dorothy and you know the Wizards of Oz and how it was
Yep.
a tornado? Did that ever happen?
There's been tornadoes close by to where I live. Yeah, tornado warnings and shit. Like
You ever
every.
seen one?
Have I ever seen one? No.
Yeah. Oh.
There was one like 15 minutes away from where my house was, where like a bunch of shit got like completely destroyed, but I didn't see it.
Oh my God. That's
Have you-
crazy. Never seen a tornado.
You seen one?
A what?
Tornado?
No.
Or any? Have you all ever experienced a natural disaster?
No.
I have this weird memory. I don't even know if it's real or not. This is the one thing I'm not even sure. This was around like the time where like anthrax was a thing. Don't know if y'all remember that. I think maybe
Oh,
this
yeah.
could have happened or it could not have. I was like carrying an umbrella and the wind was so strong in a hurricane that it lifted my feet up by a couple inches. And
That's nuts.
I don't know if
Oh, that just happened to me in Kansas.
that's a real thing that
When I was a small child, so I went to like a art school, and like I'd have to bring home this big flat wooden board with like my piece on it. So I'd be carrying it, the wind would be so strong it would like use the board like a sail, and I would just like get lifted up. It happened like twice.
Dude, don't say-
Walking home carrying that shit in Kansas, like it was actually like I would get blown over and shit. Just walking home from the bus, it's like a 5-minute walk. It's just
Yeah.
like horrifying.
Getting your ass beat by wind.
Yeah.
God.
Get my ass beat by the fucking beach. Fuck that place. Devil's Paradise.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
As most of you can tell from my cuisine choices, I like a good deal. And let me tell you, there's no better deal than pre-built computers from Starforge Systems. Unlike my $2 steak, these computers are visually appealing, incredibly high quality, and probably won't give you a stomach virus. With 6 computers ranging from entry-level to top-of-the-line gen, Starforge Systems has a PC prepared to everyone's liking. Head on over to starforgesystems.com and snag one of the awesome PCs that they've cooked up.
I gotta ask Soda. You've been on Twitch for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw a couple of your videos when I was back in high school. Me and my buddy Edric, we would sit in a room, we would watch you do WoW PvP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you were 16 at this time. My ass was 17. I think.
Maybe something like that, yeah.
Right. Now, I gotta just know, do you think you're a normal human being? Or do you think existing in the internet ecosphere for over a decade from youth has affected you as a person?
Jesus Christ, philosophical.
I see
My
through
opinion,
you.
I'll say it.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
I don't think I'm that one. I mean, I don't think I'm that weird. I mean, I have been streaming since I was 15. So maybe younger. Maybe
What
Okay.
made you start that? Like, what got you into it?
Well, it was during a time when YouTube wasn't even really a thing yet. I remember I would watch a lot of WoW videos because that's where I got my music. There was no Spotify. Fuck LimeWire.
You'll hear that. I did not know that.
Killjoy. We've only just begun.
Did you see that on Spotify?
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
you mean LimeWire?
Yeah, there was like a Bill Clinton song where he was like apparently he had like sex with somebody.
Yeah.
Like he put out like his presidential almost like a address on like random audio files and MP3s on LimeWire where you would download it and you had like a 20% chance of hearing Bill Clinton say, "I did not have sex with that woman."
Yep.
Dude, it was so, you remember that, Aspen?
Oh yeah, no, I remember whenever it happened.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
No, so the way I would get music is I would watch World of Warcraft PvP videos.
Oh yeah.
Drake Dogs or Vertney and all these different things.
Swifty.
Yeah, actually, his first video, I would listen to it. I still to this day don't know the names of most of those songs, but I can tell you which.
I can tell you.
Oh, really?
Yep, just let me listen to it. I'll tell you exactly what it is.
I don't know names of songs, but I love the songs. I listen to them, and that's how I listen to music. I played WoW and I did that. And then, of course, I wanted to make my own video. So I tried to legally, of course, download Sony Vegas. Could not figure it out. I'm fucking 13. There's no YouTube tutorials. Those aren't a thing yet. And if
That's a weird thing.
yeah,
Before YouTube.
that's the time that this was. YouTube was not a thing yet. So the way I watch videos,
No, this was in like 2007, right?
I mean, there was YouTube.
Yeah, it was just really, really, really bad.
It was not meta.
Yeah.
Like it just wasn't.
Was Smosh out now? Those were my first people ever watching.
Smosh was out by then.
They were?
I think so.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch a lot of YouTubers, I guess, but I would use Google Video because YouTube was not like there was like 5 other video platforms that were competing. So Google Video would give you YouTube. It would give you I don't even know the names of half of them. There were so many other ones. Google Video itself.
Google Video was really good. I remember I watched Halo 2 montages on Google Video.
And so I would go on there or whatever, and one day I wanted to make the video. I couldn't figure out Sony Vegas, and one of my friends in Ventrilo was like, dude, why don't you just stream? Like, what the fuck is streaming? And he showed me Xfire.
Dude, Ventrilo.
Yeah, it's Ventrilo time.
Brought back 1,000 memories.
That's how long ago this was. And I went live, and I was just streaming to my friends in Ventrilo, and then I put myself on Arena Junkies, because I was very high rated, and then other people tuned in. Streaming was not a thing yet. So I'm just like, wow, these random fucking people are watching and listening to my friend's conversation. Whatever, they're not harming anything.
Yeah.
Right? And I didn't even, like, people would join my events. I don't even tell them I'm streaming because it didn't matter. It didn't affect anything. That's how no one gave a fuck. And I don't barely even talk to these people. I didn't even say anything. I'd open my chat once every hour. If my mom needed me to drive my niece to dance class, turn it off. And I went and did it. I'd come back, turn it on, because who cares?
Yep.
That was the time it was, and I streamed, and the next thing I knew, I loved doing it, it was fun, but then the next thing I knew, I was getting paid to do it. I went over to Twitch, of course, because Xfire sucked ass. My computer could barely handle it. We're at 800 bitrate, maybe.
Yeah.
You could not read the chat on my screen. Like, my chat was...
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, the chat bubbles above characters was illegible. Because the bit rate was so low, because that's what you did back then.
You were using effectively like a game cam quality, right? Something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
The only things you could do on Xfire, their OBS, you can move your cam anywhere you want, literally drag it around, you can do this. Xfire, all it did was it detected the game you're playing automatically. You hit the start streaming button, which you keybound to, I had it as my home button, and then you had 2 drop-down boxes, camera, microphone. You didn't even get to pick where your camera went. It just put it in the bottom left. So I had to use Bartender to move my UI out of the bottom left.
Bartender, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
go.
and that's how I initially started streaming, and then of course, just kept going. How has it affected me as a person?
Yeah.
Fuck if I know.
I know, right?
I wish I could meet the me that didn't stream, just to see how that combo would go. I have no clue.
I remember there was a clip where you were running my ass down because I was bad at Dark and Darker.
You fucking do suck. And you were on this podcast talking to Zach so confidently about, yo, dude, you should play Wizard. It's so easy. And I watch you play it. You fucking suck. How are you even gonna give advice on anything in the game? Sure, say the game is fun and you like it. Don't try it, dude. It's so. Don't even talk about anything being easy. You barely even played it.
Here's the thing. Okay?
You struck 3 hours of my time away because you ruined my mood
Let me ask you
because of what you said on this podcast.
Was it entertaining to watch?
No,
You said it was. You said it was.
it was, but not. I was a hate watcher, man.
I know, man. I saw the thread. Man.
You
I
showed
saw
me
the thread.
you showed me the light to hate watching. You ruined my whole fucking day
I'm glad.
from 2 sentences. You didn't even. He was talking. You just listened to him. Just, oh my god.
You know what's crazy?
You're so bad at that game.
Okay, then teach me.
I'll teach you, sure, but it's like this is it all. It's not only are you so fucking bad at that, you seem like you're just incompetent as a person. Because,
Okay.
like, you don't learn from your mistakes. You do something that clearly is not right in the game, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's not right. But then you do it again because you're an idiot. You did this. You made the same mistake like 5 times, not realizing what the fuck you just did wrong.
Man.
So I'll play with you, and I'll be like, you shouldn't do this, and you know what you'll probably do? You'll probably do it.
This is really personal.
What did he do?
Dude, I went on I sent him an apology. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. You just pissed me off.
Dude, it was so funny. Like, I did a game show episode earlier, and I instantly told him before the game show started, I was like, bro, just shit on me relentlessly. I love it. It is the funniest shit.
I did shit on him the entire game show.
It was awesome.
It was a fun game show.
It was
That
good, man.
Very, very fun. And I did have fun making fun of you. That was probably my favorite part. You take it very well.
I do. I love it, actually. To be honest, I prefer it. Do you ever get in those periods where, like, you get uncomfortable when people compliment you, but you, like,
Yes.
with your homies, like, you shit on each other more than you, like, actually be nice to each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot, no. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, maybe a little bit. But,
Yeah.
like, that's definitely how it is with a lot of my friends. Like, of course, that, you know, we greet each other with an insult.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like, if I were to tell you, Asmund, you look beautiful today,
Yeah.
that is weird.
Well, no, I'd get out my camera. I'd be like, oh, God, what's wrong? What is this? Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I would receive compliments. It depends on how the compliment is given. When it's really out of nowhere and confrontational, it does make me a little fucking uncomfortable because I'm like, okay, now I have to give a really confrontational thank you as a response. But just a passive, casual compliment, I appreciate those.
Yeah.
Those are nice. As I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate those. But like people shitting on me, that can be funny. Yeah, I don't. It depends on what they're shitting me for. You know.
I
Like,
think you prefer that. I think you like it when Vicky shits on you. I think you got, like, a weird complex.
no, I do not. I feel like you're projecting.
Oh.
I'm just fucking with you.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. God, you pissed me off bringing up Dark and Darker again. Fuck.
I love it. That's the exact reaction that I wanted. But what I'm saying is that, like, there's just no way. Because, like, for example, people who spend all their time in VR chat, they come out as, like, different human beings, and they do all this weird ass shit. Like, they talk about, like, you know, there was this dude who I met. I was playing Fortnite last night. He's gonna go fly and just fuck this guy for a week straight. And he just told me all about this. I didn't even ask.
Nice.
Right? It's like you're in this environment for so long. It affects you. Do you think shit's normal?
I really respect that because
Okay.
that's a person who doesn't care about what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Because you think about every single other person, because he's probably told his parents about this, his friends, you know, any siblings, and everybody probably thinks this guy is a weirdo, and nothing is going to stop him from flying across the fucking world to fuck some dude who he's a slave for in VR chat. That is impressive.
He's just doing what makes him happy.
First thing he said to me was,
Yeah.
so guys, in 9 days I'm gonna be gone for a week because I gotta go meet up with Ham and I have to go please my master's cock.
There you go.
And I'm like,
Hell yeah.
why did you tell me that?
This is the man that is in control of his own existence. That's right. Nobody's pulling these strings.
Seems like he's in control, but he gave control to his master.
Exactly. Even
By
better.
choice.
Yeah. Oh, I think that stuff is great. I do. I love the degeneracy of it and just like seeing how far people will go. It's like going on. You guys ever go on DeviantArt?
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to-
Man, there are people on there that are only attracted to animals that don't exist.
I love looking
Oh.
up DeviantArt shit. Like, have you seen, like, we'll draw, like, knee porn where, like, anime girls will have, like, pregnant kneecaps and shit.
What?
And, like, all the Sonic shit, all the furry shit, just, like, the craziest things you've ever fucking seen.
I've never seen knee pregnancy, ever. That is crazy. I can't even fathom that. I thought I'd seen it all.
What the fuck?
That's impressive.
Who likes that?
I don't know, like probably 6 people. Yeah, and they're all in a group together on that website, and they talk about it.
That is it's profitable too. Like when being a furry wasn't as like mainstream.
I have a friend that makes fursuits. I went to high school together. First day of, I think it was like 11th grade history, he drew a naked female dragon masturbating on the chalkboard, and now he makes fursuits. And he got kicked out of school.
He's probably loaded though, right?
1 to 2K per fursuit.
Yep.
You fucking believe that? That is insane. Like furries, like farming furries is even better than farming Sims.
Weebs and
Same
furries
thing.
have a large abundance of money, and
Of
no one knows
course.
where it comes from.
I
don't think it's that. I think they're just more willing to spend money on what they're passionate about.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think it's that they're necessarily richer. I mean, some of them are, but I think like not all of them.
no, you're right. I think you are right, but I also think they just have a fuck ton of money. Some of them just do.
It's because they're
Yeah.
Well, it's like
I don't
you
know,
think about
I don't
it,
know
right?
how. Like,
And so, okay, logically, think about it. Okay, so people that are furries have a lot of time to be on the internet, right? Because it's like nobody goes out hunting and they see like the bear and they're like, I got an idea. No, that doesn't ever happen. So they're spending all their time on the internet, like, continuously going into like deeper and deeper circles of like furrydom and like this weird stuff. So this implies that they probably don't need to get a job. It probably implies that their parents, are just paying for all their stuff. So if you logically assume that the people that are into being furries are in general probably well off, or at least maybe more than the average person on average, then yeah, I think it makes sense.
they have so much fucking money. They also, I guess it does make sense. They are. And fucking Steam reviews, like, I play a lot of variety games.
Yeah.
So I watch a fuck ton of different trailers. I hate how many, like, weeb games there are that are clearly trash. But they're upvoted to be very positive because they're anime.
like what?
Dude, there's,
You're not gonna say Genshin Impact, are you?
I can't impact. No. There's so many, like, how do I even bring them up? Like, there's One Piece game I played. I think it was like a One Piece Dynasty Warriors game. Actual garbage.
It is
Yeah.
bad.
You know what game I'm talking about?
Yep, and I
And
should
that's just- and I'm not trying to single that one out. There are so fucking many, and then the reviews are good.
Well, of course, because people like the characters and the characters are cute. Like I remember when the r/place stuff happened,
Yeah.
and everybody was doing this. Yeah. And I remember I was trying to delete the My Little Pony thing over and over and over. And then people took it too far and they're like, oh, My Little Pony people, they want to fuck real horses. And I was like explaining to like everybody, they actually don't want to. These are like anthropomorphic horses and it's a totally different thing. They're not real horses. And I was explaining it, and I had bronies in my chat gifting me 100 subs. Straight up. Like, these guys have so much fucking money.
They do. They're actually just,
Because what else are they going to do with
you
it?
meet them in VR chat. Like, you go to VR. I mean,
Yeah.
it has to do something with just being so online on the internet.
Chronically.
Well, I know.
Chronically online.
Well, one time, I think I was at Target, and I saw a guy where it was like a My Little Pony t-shirt, and he had a pin for like something about atheism, and he was wearing cargo shorts, and he had a fedora on.
Wow.
And I actually thought like this was so exciting for me because it was like seeing a zebra. Like you see pictures of zebras all the time, but it's like you actually see one out in the wild. It was insane. I couldn't even believe it.
I got to.
Because yeah, you never see them.
I
They're
hung out
always
with-
in their house.
I hung out with a bunch of bronies in Ponytown. You ever play that?
What is that? I've never heard of that.
Ponytown? Oh. Well, there's God. So Ponytown it's this game where you make a pony, more like a brony sort of, and you go around and you more so roleplay, kind of like Club Penguin, but
Okay.
much more open, and it felt like there was a lot of people. There were gangs. Like
Okay.
there were
Yeah.
like there was a lot of racism.
Of
Uh,
course.
Oh.
Yeah, like well, I guess like pony racism.
Is but is it like white people and black people, or like blue ponies and pink ponies?
I just remember there was the Mexican gang, and they
Okay.
hated everyone who wasn't Mexican. If you
Got
could
it.
speak Spanish, they went in on you. And I would like Google Translate. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous. Holy fuck. And I would just go in. I was just a pony, and I'm just walking around with me and my friends in Discord, and we would just randomly just have another like this gang of ponies would just walk. Picture Club Penguin, right? Picture a bunch of penguins just out of all the side of the screen, just as a gang, just. Oh, hey, look.
Is that it?
That's
That's
it.
Yeah,
it.
that's it. Ponytown.
Wait, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's the first.
That's yeah.
Oh, you guys stop. Oh god.
Sweet
It's
summertime.
disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah, they-
Yeah.
And like this gang of ponies would just come in and they just start like hablo inglés, like, and they just start like fucking talking to me, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no. But it's like, and then of course eventually they start. I say I only speak English. I'm sorry, and then they just start harassing me, and that's kind of just Ponytown in a nutshell. There's some.
I hate that I like watching this.
Yeah, this is Ponytown. I would.
Look away. You don't want to. You don't want to see it.
Sparkle.
Oops.
There were some nice people on here. You know, there was probably just the server I was on was.
I
pretty
should
fucked
stream
up.
this game.
Yeah.
This is great.
Hey, if you do it, I'll do it too.
I played Ponytown during the classic era.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was in we did a Molten Core raid and we required everyone to log into Ponytown.
Wow.
No, you did not. Bro.
We did some crazy. My raids in Classic were fucking ridiculous with Vigors. They were so fucked. We had one guy jacking off on Chatterbait live streaming while we were in the raid,
You know what's crazy,
and we all watched him.
Nice.
dude? Okay, I didn't do that. But like, did you ever have like any homies that you were super close with? WoW, and you were like level together?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had these homies. Their name were Jesus and Joey, and we were leveling together as Worgans. And like Worgans just came out.
Okay.
We wanted to be the first one to like I think like 70 or 80.
Okay.
85.
And so like we would all like take turns like grinding for each other, and then when somebody had to go like beat it, we were like, just put me on follow, bro. Be back in 6 minutes. Go grind on. You do that too?
I mean, I wasn't like. I mean, I just do that in general. It's not a World of Warcraft thing.
Yeah, that's badass.
But yeah, it's just like, everybody, I'm gonna go jack off.
That's sick.
It's casual.
Were you a bottle pisser?
No, I'm not that.
I never did that either. I like that was just nasty because like then it's gonna smell bad and you've got all these bottles on your desk.
I did have. It's crazy. Last night, literally last night, I was thinking about fucking Mitch and how he pissed in bottles, and I had to pee so bad I did not want to get out of my bed, and I thought,
Yeah.
I get it,
Hell's
but I also am gonna get out of bed and go pee,
I've
even
been
though I don't want to.
bottle, bro. That's what it is. I haven't done
Yeah.
it in 10 years, but I used to. But I was
That's
hydrated.
nasty.
My piss didn't smell bad. That was hydrated.
Yeah, right.
It didn't though. When you're hydrated,
I'll take. Yeah. Hopefully, I never have to find out. This is some nasty ass fucking shit, dude. There's no way I would ever do.
bro, I was a
Okay, like,
kid.
okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah, who cares? But yeah, back in the day, I would never do anything
Wait,
weird.
no, but you. I mean, I still do that when I do like road trips. Like
Never.
I want to grind it out.
Never.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
Yeah, because I would do like 32 hours.
Here's the thing is like I unironically keep my hands clean at all times because growing up I was really, really skinny. So because I was so skinny, I'd have to pull up my pants all the time. And because I would just never change my clothes and wear the same pants for a month, I can't be getting my pants dirty by touching them all the time. So it's like logically I have to always keep my hands clean. So that's why even if I get,
What is this?
Is that a nest?
The nest.
that's one of the nests. That is the, well, that was the sofa mattress that I got from a sofa. And yeah, like, and the thing, yeah. I hope you guys know I only made this video to show off that I got that mount, and like the whole other thing was just kind of put there in order to advertise the fact that I got the mount.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like it's insane how you shame bottle pissers, but you have collections of fungus cups on your desk.
That's right. That's right. Not a single piss bottle. How about that?
That's sick, man. Respect.
Yeah.
Didn't that get like annoying though? Like is like in the way, like blocking your vision, like straws and shit.
Yeah, it was like looking over like the top of a forest. And yeah, no, it was unpleasant. And like, yeah, I remember a little bit after this, probably like a week or two after this, I cleaned everything up because it did get kind of annoying. But yeah, this is just what I would do.
That's how I am. Just
was
not
life.
to this level. Like I don't mind if there's a couple cups laying around and a couple plates.
Yeah.
But eventually it's like, no. Now there's 4 plates. There's 3 cups. It's too much. Nope.
Well, we
I
used
clean
to,
everything.
like that window next to my desk, I used to just throw everything out the window. And there was like a giant pile of trash on the side of the house. And then the city of Austin said not to.
Bro, that cup looks like where COVID started.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had the grossest thought come back to my head.
What?
Oh, I was playing WoW with my friend, and he drank out of his dad's dip cup.
I told a story about that an episode ago.
Oh.
That's so gross.
I still randomly gag when it comes back to my head.
Oh
Like,
my
it's random.
God, so nasty.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Did you try it after?
No.
Yeah. Like some 2 girls 1 cup stuff. That's good.
God, it's so gross. I am so bad at gross things. Like I will throw up randomly. I'm a gagger. I'm a throw upper. That sounds really weird.
People used to do, yeah. People used to do all kinds of weird stuff like that, even on like Twitch, right? I mean, like just do nasty stuff. I feel like there's a lot more rules nowadays.
I've done nasty stuff back in the day.
What's the nastiest thing you've ever done on stream?
nastiest thing
Yeah.
I've ever done? I mean, I guess I haven't done it. I mean, I literally drank mustard.
Come on.
Not that bad.
It's,
Come on,
you're right. I
I mean,
guess
I mean,
you're right, it's not
really.
that bad. Like really nasty. I ate a cricket in Japan, but it was like one of those like eating.
Yeah, but you're supposed to eat those.
Yeah, they're actually meant to be eaten type crickets. They come in like a bag. Try it.
I think the nastiest shit I ever done on Twitch is I like ran for a while, got like really sweaty.
Yeah.
And then I took like a 20, this was during a subathon. Then I took like a 20, 30 minute dip in a hot tub where I covered myself in energy drink powder.
Yeah.
And then I would like drink the liquid that I was bathing in.
That's incredible. I love that. Wow. Good idea.
Oh my god, he actually started like gagging, bro. That's so funny.
Okay, what about you, Emmy?
The grossest thing I've ever done?
Yeah.
I don't do gross stuff. I just do like weird stuff. Like I've eaten soap. I used to get the same thing where when I would see something gross, I would like think I was about to throw up. Like I would like,
You ate soap?
yeah.
That actually is.
Was it good?
No, it smelled good though.
Ugh.
I don't remember.
Soap.
Yeah, soap.
So it's like eating crayons. Like you smell them and they smell delicious, and then you eat them and it's like it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
I
sense.
hate
What about you?
Tastes that good?
What?
What's the grossest shit you've done?
I mean, like it depends on how you want to look at it. Like I've eaten my screen off before, but that's not like I didn't have the camera.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's probably the worst thing I can think of recently.
I got a hand job on stream.
Wow. I mean,
So
that's not what it looks like, guys.
I've put out the Asmongold challenge. It's the person who can jerk off on stream, on camera, and get away with it wins.
Hey, day 21 of my summer.
And I think that Kai actually could have won. He could have unironically claimed the Asmongold challenge.
But it would have been an assist.
I think that's fine.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Does your dick have to be on the camera?
No. But like, also part of it is that it can't be so obvious that you get banned, but
Everyone
people-
knows you did it.
But people can tell, kind of. Yeah, yeah.
That's impressive. I've seen the clip. I don't. His dick was absolutely touched and probably stroked a couple times.
Hey, I'll be real. I think it's badass. I'm just saying, man, that is the coolest shit.
I think it's gonna be so funny if after his subathon is over, Twitch bans him the next day. Like they let him make all the money for them, and then they fucking ban him.
Oh, I mean, you know he is.
You think so?
The moment he ends, he's banned the next day.
Well, by the time this episode comes out, his subathon will be over.
I don't know about that. Did he hard cap it?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
it's 1 month.
Oh, damn.
This episode comes out, I think, March 3rd.
I enjoyed his subathon, to be honest.
He had some good events here and there, but I mean, like a lot of it was, and like you said, with like it seems like more YouTube content, where it will make a great video, but the stream in itself, there was so much just like downtime, and God, it was also so loud half the time. And then a lot of the times I open it, it's got like 8 people in the room. I have no idea what
Yeah.
they're talking about. I cannot hear what they're talking about, and it's fucking out of nowhere. What the fuck's going on? I don't know.
Oh, this episode comes out March 10th, actually.
Oh wow.
Which is close to when you're starting your event stuff in March. I don't know if you've like talked about it or talked about it.
Oh, yeah, trash talk.
Trash talk. How about that?
Oh yeah, we're doing trash talk in real life. You two are gonna be there.
Yeah, I was invited.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
19th, right?
If you wanted to go.
Oh, so what is it? Like what are we doing?
Well, it would be. So we're gonna play the game Nidhogg. You probably have never seen it. It's
Like the dragon in Final Fantasy?
probably the same name, but very
Okay.
different game. It's 2 people, side, left, and right, and you kill this person, you get to move to the next screen.
Okay.
And the person spawns in, you kill them again, go to the next screen. If you reach the 5th screen to the left, you win.
So it's like football, but people die?
Yeah, you kill them.
Okay.
There's like 5 different weapons. There's the
Got it.
rapier, there's a big great sword, there's a dagger, and there's a bow.
Okay.
And you just grab the weapon and you just keep 1v1ing, and if you win, you go all the way. And
Yeah, makes
you
sense.
reach the final screen.
Can you swap weapons as you move forward? Okay.
And there's what?
Are we playing a video game, or are we doing that in real life?
Oh, people are gonna die in real life.
Well, I thought maybe we were like, if you tap him with the sword, that counts as a kill or something.
But yeah, we've got a fuck ton of it's gonna be like 8 people. Me and Nick are gonna be shoutcasting it. It's gonna be in real life. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try and get alcohol involved. Getting everyone hammered would be really funny.
Oh,
Trying to check the date so we can.
It should be on the 19th.
Yeah, 19th. Okay, I was right.
it's the 19th. Okay. Wow. Okay, that actually
What
does sound
stream
exciting.
Go to watch that at.
It'll be on Soda Popping.
Twitch.tv/Soda
That's
Puzzle.
crazy. Wow.
I'm gonna go follow. That way I don't miss the event.
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
I think I'll do the same thing.
But it's gonna be interesting to do it in real life because we've always done them online. We've only done 2. To
Yeah.
be fair, we took a massive break because of a whole lot of shit fucking happened. I don't even know what at this point. But oh my god, I'm gonna be moved by then. This doesn't go.
So
out
when
till
are you moving?
like a week?
In a week?
Yeah, I move in like a week.
Holy shit! So you've already got everything set up and all that. Oh my
Maybe 10
god.
What's the date? What date are we right now?
It's the 27th of February today.
27th. I mean, I can move into my apartment in 5 days.
Wow.
But I probably won't move for about a week to 10. Got to get internet set. Like I currently where I'm at, I've got internet, I have a desk and a computer. I
Yeah.
can stream. In the next place I'm going to, there's no desk in there. The internet's not set up yet. I don't have a place to sleep yet. Like there's a whole lot of fucking things. So I'm probably gonna wait a little bit.
If you need help, because I just moved, like I'm moving tomorrow, and I got all my shit taken care of.
I don't want to be in your debt.
You won't.
Smart.
No, I'm hiring movers because I'm entitled.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Yeah.
You need movers.
Yeah, I'm hiring movers, and then I just gotta go buy a mattress from some shitty place.
Yeah.
The desk and the computer moving is the main thing I have to fucking do, and buying a new chair because I've had the same chair for like 7 years.
I was shocked. I wanted to go upgrade or like get internet at the new place. Apparently 5G internet exists now.
Yeah.
5 gig up.
Why do you think Doc was upset?
Wait, what?
5G?
Stupid. God, I do know. God, it's actually. Does anyone know why he got banned?
No.
Wait, Doc? You still know?
No. There's no idea.
I still get asked by people like, "I know you know." Like, no, I actually don't, and I would love to know.
No, I know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just can't say.
For sure.
You know how it goes.
You're not comfortable with it right now?
Yeah, I'm not comfortable.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that like it fucking. I thought and pondered on for so fucking long, and then eventually I stopped caring. But whenever it comes back, I'm like, oh my fucking god, what the fuck was it?
Well, here's logically what I think. I think Dr. Disrespect actually did do something bad because there's no way he has no idea.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was litigated and everything like that.
Did he
and
say he had no idea?
Yes, he did. He said clearly. And my assumption was that he said that for plausible deniability because he was trying to sue Twitch for an unlawful breach or termination of contract. So he had to say that he had no idea, but he actually did. That's what I thought. And in my opinion, there's no way that he wouldn't go out and say why he got banned if it wasn't something that would make him look bad.
Well, we do know Aiden Ross got banned. We know why he got banned.
Man, we have a lot of reasons for why he. Oh my god!
The fucking truth, brother.
Yeah. He broke out of the Matrix. They had to shut him down.
Okay, but what did he actually get banned for? Like, what was the final nail?
So this is what he got banned for. I just saw a post about it a little bit before we started the episode. He got banned because he was for unmoderated hateful conduct because he was watching his own stream on Kick and the chat was there from Kick.
Oh my god.
And this is, again, if the chat on Kick is Kick with 3 Ks, not just 2. So keep in mind, yeah, these people are like spamming swastikas. It was like some Jewish things, like National Hate Jew Day, and they were all like celebrating it and like, oh man, are you
What?
excited for this?
I didn't even hear about that. I heard about like the other shit he was streaming on Kick.
Oh, you have no idea.
There's so much.
Oh yeah, it is crazy. And so yeah, basically what happened is that Aiden Ross showed that on Twitch, and in the process of doing that, obviously he was showing that chat, and I'm sure, I don't know what his chat was spamming on Twitch, but I'm sure like he probably wasn't doing anything to get rid of it. So it's like this, I mean, this isn't like for 30 seconds or like 2 minutes, it was like for 20. So that's why he got banned.
That is insane. I mean, like, what's crazier to me is, for at least my experience, my viewers have always been, I guess, like 3 years or so younger than me, because it's like it's easier to be fanatical about someone a little older than you. Aiden is what, like 21 barely?
22.
22?
Yeah, I think.
Viewers
22,
are
I think.
teenagers.
Yeah.
Fucking teenagers.
Well,
I guess 19, like, but his viewers are, I think, are.
it was the funniest fucking thing whenever Aiden pulled up Pornhub and he was looking at Pornhub and he's like, hold up, wait, how old are you guys? And he's reading.
Oh my god.
It's like 12, 9, like fucking 15, like 16. One guy's like 42, so it's actually probably
I
12.
was at the gym and met, how old was he? He was like an 8-year-old with his mom, and he said he watched Aiden Ross gambling on Twitch. That was like
Hell
his weird
yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
Get
This
it
was,
twisted
months
early.
ago, before gambling was banned.
Well, the thing about gambling really isn't that bad, because the problem is like 95% of people quit gambling before they get their big win, right? And that's why people get into
Think about it like this, right? Is so if you go in with $1,000, you can only lose $1,000 whenever
True.
you're gambling, but you can win $1 million.
That's true, and how is that bad?
Yeah, so you can only go negative 100%, 0%, but you can go up to 2,000. I mean, come on. You just play the odds, guys.
Come on.
A favorite thing to look at is like whenever a lot of these streamers or whatever that are like younger, they
Yeah.
do, like, I guess they try and come off as like they have like the really cool, we're cool as fuck, right? And then
Yeah.
they do like the call-ins with their fans. They're literally 12.
What's up, man?
They're fucking 12
Yeah.
years old, and I'm just like like that.
Yeah, I was watching Kai's Omegle stream. It was all kids.
What a surprise.
That's
Who do you think is watching this shit? Yeah, and like, to be honest, like, it makes me feel stupid because I remember I watched a video of Kai shooting bottle rockets at his friends inside of a mansion they rented, and I instantly loved Kai. I was like, I think this is great.
it's not
I
like you
wish-
have to be a kid to.
Yeah, I wish you could do this. Yes, but that is absolutely something that you stop thinking is cool whenever you become a teenager. Like, I cannot imagine any normal, well-adjusted person seeing that and thinking, wow, that's really fucking cool. And so yeah, obviously, and like, for me, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This is what I always wanted to do, and they're doing it now. But like, I see a lot of the comments, and like, especially I remember it was like Speed, and like he had like a group chat with all of like, like his fans and stuff, and somehow this happened. And it was just like 12-year-old after 12-year-old just like piling on, and it was really funny to see.
I mean, I loved it when I went to say like, let's just take TwitchCon or any
Yeah.
convention really, and you do the meet and greet lines, and you have all these different lines, and you get it's weird to see in person the different lines, the different age groups.
Yeah.
You got some people, they've got like 40-year-old viewers, the streamer's like 45, has got these old fucks, and they're all chilling in their little tight community. It's
Whole
cool.
Carnage talking about Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I love
That's a
that.
damn good game.
Hey.
Like, I
I'm
love
stoked.
Oh, I'm pumped about that too. I'd be in that fucking line. But then you go to the next one and it's like a fucking YouTuber and it's like kids and their parents because they can't be there alone.
Yep.
And then you go to the next one, you've got the millennials, and then you go to the old people, then you got kids, and the kid line is looping around like 5 times.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just kids are the most powerful to farm.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, well, that's what happens, and the only thing that sucks is like whenever you farm, like just like having young viewers, it only has like a very short lifespan because those kids grow up, and then new people don't get into it because they're not, or new kids don't get into it because they want to have the new one, right? Everybody always wants the new thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they keep making 100 new Pokemon every year because people want the new Pokemon.
I think this recent Minecraft wave of content
Exactly.
creators has actually been so massive that it probably will last, some of them. But I have gone through about 5 waves of Minecrafters that I've met
Oh yeah.
over the past decade. Just
Wow.
5 different, like, oh, hey, a new batch. Oh, another batch.
Oh yeah.
It's like they just keep fucking spawning in, and then they're gone.
Yep.
Out of, like, there's and it's not even their fault. It's just like that's the viewer base you have. They grow up and they stop giving a fuck. They don't have a lunch table to talk about you anymore.
Yeah.
I believe I remember you had a story about you went to a con and you got like really depressed from the people you met. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Can we go into that?
Oh man, I've always hated YouTubers because of this.
Yeah.
I met a YouTuber at one point. It was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever endured. It felt like I was in a. You ever have like a moment you feel like you're in a movie, like you have to take it, like what the fuck?
Yes.
Is this? Am I not? Am I in a movie? Like, am I being punked? And what happened was it was at PAX, and I'm with Nick, and I had a manager at the time. And he was the first manager I ever had. He wasn't a manager, but he was my manager. And he's like, I really want you to meet this YouTuber. You're my big streamer, and this is my big YouTuber, and I want you guys to be tight. I want you all to be friends. So I go to PAX. I go down, and I get to this house, and it's a fucking nice house. And I'm not streaming. Did not make it made money, but did not make that much. I was probably making like $80,000 a year. Which
That's
is
it?
really good for my age, especially.
That's right.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But we compare it to Twitch nowadays, right? And I'm not renting out a fucking house in LA or wherever the fuck we were that has like 3 stories.
Yeah.
And I don't have a Lambo. That's what this had.
You don't have a Lamborghini, you don't have value.
Yeah.
Just to give it an idea. So I pull up, I'm like, holy fuck. And I walk in and I see my manager. I'm like, hey man, it's first time meeting him. Oh, nice to meet you, man. He's like, hey man, I'm gonna use the word Philip, the name Philip. Philip's downstairs. I want you to go meet him, introduce yourself. He knows you're coming. I think you guys are gonna hit it off. I'm like, okay. So Nick's with me, and me and Nick go down, and Nexius too. If you remember Nexius from Swifty, whatever. He was basically one of Swifty's friends. And we go down, we walk down these stairs, and there's this door, and we open it, and we can hear this commotion of like probably 15 people in this room. We're like, we didn't know people here. So we go down, we open the door. And as soon as we open the door, everyone silence. Everyone gets really quiet and they turn their head towards the door. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what this. I don't know what Philip looks like. I have no idea. But I can tell it's him because all these people are basically a bunch of yes men, and they're
Right.
surrounding him, listening to his stories, laughing.
Right.
Felt like Mean Girls, the movie. It was so weird. And so I'm like, and again, it's silent in this room when it was just loud. And I walk up, I'm like, hey, Philip, nice to meet you, man. I'm Chance. Our manager just told, like, it's awesome to meet you, whatever. And I had my hand out, Nick behind me, and silence is still there. He looks at my hand, and then he looks at me, and he's like, I don't like you. And then everyone else in the room starts laughing.
What?
Yeah, it felt like a scene out of Mean Girls.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Why didn't he like you?
How old was this guy? How old was he? Do you know?
18,
Oh.
maybe?
Yeah.
17?
Because he's not a YouTuber. I mean, not at that.
Relevant today.
No.
Oh god, I want to know who it is.
I can tell you.
It's
And it blew my fucking mind. And I'm sitting, my hand is still out in the air.
Yeah.
And I'm just listening to everyone laugh. I just take my hand down and I walk out and I go to our manager. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this human being?
Yeah.
What is wrong? This guy's got a fucking Lambo and no license. That's the point that we're at. And this is like a
Guys, he's not talking about XQC.
yeah. And I'm like, dude. And me and Nick were like, dude, we are. Truth be told, I'm 18, but like, that was the first time I said to myself, I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm only 18 and I'm saying I'm too old for this. What the fuck? So of course, our manager makes him apologize and we try again. I see this person another year later, and he really wants to drive me in his Lambo, and he crashes it.
Oh.
with you with it?
Yes.
Hey, that's badass. Did you get hurt?
No, he's pulling out, and then we just got out in the neighborhood, and he fucking ran it into a mailbox.
So I guess he never did get the license then.
He had a license. I think he had a license. I'll be honest, I don't know if he did.
Okay.
He was gonna take me on the highway to show me how fast he can go.
Oh.
I could have died. And
Man.
of course, we get back, and of course, all is again. Viewers think it's like this,
Yeah.
but it's usually not. But in this case, it really was like this. He actually just was surrounded by a bunch of like NPC yes men. Like, dude, it wasn't your fault, dude. The traction control was off. What the fuck do you mean? He was going like 70
Gravity
on a
was
turn.
off.
The gravity was turned off out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? No, man. And he ran into a mailbox, and I'm just like, I mean, we didn't hit that, like, the airbags didn't even come.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just a fucking moron. And that was my first experience with a YouTuber.
Wow.
And I thought, you know what? I am above them. That's how I felt.
About right.
What?
Yeah.
You're right.
I am above this.
You're better than all of them, Jay.
Yeah, I had a massive disdain for just all of them. Maybe I shouldn't generalize, but holy fuck.
I'll do it, bro. Fuck it with it.
That story has stuck with me, and I'll never fucking forget it.
That went way deeper than I thought.
Yeah.
And like when you say that story stuck with you, it reminds you of like when you do content creator for as long as you have, you've grown a lot as a human being. And there's probably like some shit that you wish didn't come up, like that one time you shit yourself on stream.
Oh
It was
yeah.
funny. It was good content.
I remember that. That was good.
What?
I mean, I farted in it. I was really drunk, and I shit myself. It happens.
I did the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got drunk and I shit myself.
He's like,
Okay.
I mean, we've all
Hey,
done it.
what do I say? I haven't done that.
Oh.
That's good. Yeah.
Missing out.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like how many
I have never gotten drunk enough, even on heroin, where I shat myself. I think that's something a child does.
streamers like over the years have you known that are actually like that, surrounded by yes men, and it's like actually like big ego? Because like it's hard to I think like a lot of viewers think that it's every streamer, or they think that no streamers are like that. Like what I mean, you've done this forever.
To be fair, when it comes to streamers,
Yeah.
it's hard to be like that and still be hard to be like that and still be relevant, because you have to be likable,
Yeah.
right? Nowadays, I look at Twitch and I see, you know what? No, I think honestly, streamers are just as bad as YouTubers now,
Right.
for the most part. It really is probably just like that
Okay.
nowadays, which kind of makes I'm just an old fuck who hates everything now.
Yeah.
But
You really are.
yeah, I am.
I've never met a 70-year-old in this 20-year-old.
Do I think there's a lot of? I think there are definitely some people like that now. Absolutely.
Wow.
The only difference is they're not afraid to do it on camera either. They'll probably like have that guy have the I don't like you, and then yo to the camera like, like fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I at this point I've been able to adapt for decades. I feel like I am losing my ability to, because I don't fucking want to. This I'm at a point now where I look at Twitch and I say, you know what, I'm too fucking old for this.
Really?
That's kind of where I kind of want to just have my nice, co-carnage line of people excited for.
Yep, I feel the same way. Twitch had nothing but 15-year-old idiot fucking stench all over it. It was either the wonderful boomers, the good kids like age 25 to 37, and then, or not kids, but like adults, excuse me, and then the idiot kids who were looking for emotes, money, and use words like brokey and all this stupid shit, like they have no concept of what fucking reality is. Like they think everybody lives like the 1% or something like that because they're 14 and they haven't had sex yet or whatever. Totally fucking oblivious. And I don't see, and this is one of the reasons why I don't think I need to be on Twitch or even stream. I don't need people to necessarily like me. I'll speak with the acid tongue when I look at it, because I'm not seeing people who are bettering themselves necessarily. I think I saw that the last 25 years, but these kids are out for the lols. That's cool. I don't think any generation that I can think of was out for just the lols, just the living experience or whatever. There was always something deeper. From the baby boomers to the boomers to the Gen X to the boomers to the young millennials and the millennials and the Zoomer, and then we get down to the Zoomers. And by the time we have Zoomers, we have kids who don't know where Washington D.C. is on the map. They don't know how to do math. They don't go to school. They play video games during COVID. And they're generally kind of hateful beings a little bit, because you can tell they know and we know that the world that they're inheriting is fucked. Everybody knows it. I feel so bad for my best friend who is 23, I think. Yeah, 23. Like fucking I feel so bad for them. Like, I had it bad in my generation. By the time I was 21, I knew damn well that almost nobody my age was going to have a house and a car that wasn't given to them by their baby boomer parents. jobs that they didn't go to school for 12 years for, and how would they pay for the 12 years of school? I only know about 5 people who actually could pay for an entire master's. I knew 5 people my age, 5 people out of the 7,000 that I knew. 5 people could afford a fucking master's or even really a bachelor's sometimes, or a PhD. I'm not dumb. I have some smart friends. So like, you know, and like I watched the smart ones struggle, and even them all inherited everything they have from their parents. So then I look at these kids, they're not inheriting shit because we got 1/5 of what they had left until they die. By the time we die, there'll be nothing left. There'll be somebody born already who's going to die of catastrophic, you know, extinction level event, you know, climate change and smog and water. I heard lately they're scared that the water and the power will we're gonna start seeing rolling brownouts and blackouts by 2025 all over the fucking world, essentially, because they stole all the money, they stole the power, and they stole all the fucking water. They don't care. So like now, you know, we're facing this like greater existential crisis where the new generation is not fucking stupid. I'll say that. I speak like they're stupid, but I'm actually speaking about the situation is fucking stupid. The best and the worst part of it is this generation is not goddamn stupid. I've met so many smart ones. They're not any fucking smarter or dumber than any of the other generations. Trust me, there's no such thing as a dumb generation. I think we treat them like that because they're like the TikTok generation, but they're not dumb. They're not dumb. It's like judge them on that. Like I'm a believer in their intelligence more than I am my own generation, or even the young millennials, or even the fucking baby boomers, or any of that shit. The people running the world into the ground right now, like the Trump and all that. I really don't think those kids are dumb. That's the worst part about it. I don't think any of them are dumb. I think they have the Google access to pretty much every piece of information that they could ever plausibly need. So there's no reason why any of them would learn to be a plumber or anything like that. It's best they learn to be VR technicians and game developers and rocket scientists and shit like that. That's all tech-based, fucking software, shit like that, hackers and stuff like that. Because like, honestly, the future is not plumbing. I mean, it is, but it's not though. We've had it down since since Roman times. The future is like microchip, fucking Neuralink, VR headset, wireless space travel. You know, it has nothing to do with guns or bombs or fights down here or racism or any of this shit. And so like honestly, they're the only generation that I can think of that has the chance to do that sort of stuff. We don't. I'll be dead by the time they ever do a Neuralink that the public sees. That's not going to happen. I think Asmongold's thinking that's going to happen in 10 years. Yeah, fucking right. We won't even let them do self-driving cars, barely. There's no way that the FDA or anybody else who runs this fascist fucking world is ever going to let us introduce microchips into our fucking head without signing some kind of death waiver clause, which is what it's going to take. It's going to take that basically, and we got a lot more to do before that. We need like AI and robots to make the fucking chip factories, because you know the kids are not going to be interested in building the fucking robots or the Neuralink chips. They might like making the chips, but they won't like making the fucking doing the work to run the factories to make the AI and the robots. That'll be a dead art, and work will be this fantasy. Everybody's a fucking streamer and a computer nerd now, and all of our social lives are online, and we make our breeding choices based off of somebody's fucking profile pic and all this like dystopian shit in 1984 stuff about AI in the future, which I don't mind any of that. But this assumption that they're stupid or that we should despair because they've chosen to basically, I would say, forsake the norm that's been there for hundreds of thousands of years. I think it is like the greatest revolution that I can think of. They want to take us like I heard tonight from them. They were saying there's no new genres in video games, but I actually kind of disagree. I think I've seen more genres in the last 5 years than I've seen in my whole life, and I think it's a very doomer fucking like the genres that made any waves. Not really, but the genres are there. There is new ideas being tossed out there. I've seen them. I saw one on Cess channel, a war game that I just never even conceived of, never even thought I could do. It was some kind of mech game in Russia. I was like, this game has never been done before. It's obvious it's a new genre. You know, it's a new genre, and I really felt like that genre could do well too. So So where am I going with this? I'm trying to say that like, disregard this new generation at their peril. We can call them stupid to their fucking face because they technically are, because they just haven't been around long enough yet. When they're 25, they won't be fucking stupid any more than we are or were, Now, the education's worse, so they're definitely dumber, but they're not stupid. Like they're I'm sorry, not dumber. Dumbers, they're not dumb and they're not stupid. They're not educated. But I mean, if you look at YouTube, I don't know if that's even a safe assumption to make, because any piece of information that they can access is right the fuck here. If you want to know how to install a catalytic converter, I would say you probably got to watch like probably 5-10 videos to really feel confident enough to do it. Right? But I mean, here's a fucking 3-minute video and I mean, replacing the converter is not that scary. Now, that entire generation would probably rather walk a tightrope between two skyscrapers than try to rebuild a catalytic converter. I guarantee it. I mean, unless they're mechanically minded anyways. But like, I mean, honestly, these things are not hard when you actually get down to it. It's actually just like fairly simple. These bolts are kind of tricky, and they're like, oh shit, all it is a screw. Right, and this is how it was for a lot of us, but like I didn't feel like I needed any of this knowledge until I needed to go get it to fix some problem that I was in at the moment. So I'm saying everything is relative. The lack of education for them was real, and the baby boomers fucked them out of that. I can't think of a worse iniquity in the history of mankind. I feel like the baby boomers kind of stole all of the kids' money. It sold us all this $1 billion bullshit, plastic, fantastic, McMansion, McDonald's fucking reality with like plastic styrene cups in the ocean and shit. And they bankrupted the kids' future, assuming eternal supply that the planet could just fucking take it. But that was not the fucking case. And if you ask kids what their main concern is, it's climate. And they're not dumb. They know exactly what the fuck's gonna happen. They're gonna boil in the summer. It's already happening to them. It's happening to us. They're boiling in the fucking summer, freezing their balls in the fucking winter, or their their vaginas, and like they're unhappy. They're unhappy that this is the world that they're gonna inherit. The doomers were really unhappy, and can we fucking blame them? And honestly, I feel like I roll with them more than I do the baby boomers who are gonna give me their inheritance. These kids aren't gonna, I mean, I will give these kids my inheritance, but like, I mean, it's gonna take 40 years before I'm willing to do so. So like, I'll write them in the will, but I will not die for another like 40 fucking years at least. So I mean, I got a strong heart, strong body, everything. They keep telling me I should be dead, but honestly, I've had tons of broken bones and fuck ups and car crashes and all kinds of stupid shit, broken bones, ribs, elbow, everything. But I abused drugs for 20 years, but I still don't think I'm diminished in almost any fucking capacity except for some brain damage. That's it. I think I'm gonna be one of those who's stuck here until they're 110 or something like that. That's my worst fucking nightmare. So I'm honestly, my parents, I know how they live. They don't care what happened. They know they're gonna be dead in the next 10 or 20 years, and they don't have to deal with the ravages of Trump or Biden or whatever your fucking tribalism is. They don't have to deal with the fucking ravages of it like the kids do. I have a lot of fucking sympathy. Every time that I bring up video games, the first thing that I generally talk about is the fact that those kids can't sell each other skins. They can't monetize themselves in any fucking way or form. Most of them are going to spend most of their lives on video games because in my humble esteem, I think it's 10 times the fucking form of entertainment. And it's got the potentiality of 10 times the fucking entertainment that Hollywood ever had at its Citizen Kane, what's another good one? Fucking Chinatown-esque, Wolf of Wall Street, or, really crazy epics like Dallas Buyers Club or Saving Private Ryan or something like that. Or not Dallas Buyers Club, it's a bad example, but like Saving Private Ryan or even Aliens and stuff. Sure, that stuff was great, but when every person on the planet can be some form of Ridley in Aliens 10, where, the aliens, you can smell them in your neural link when they're in the room next to you and shit. That's what they're going to work towards, and I don't blame them. That's what I want. That's what I want too. My parents, the baby boomer generation, has no fucking clue what a neural link even is. They don't know they know how to use cell phones now. I had my parents argue with me. They're like, we know how to use cell phones. And I'm like, oh yeah, do you? Okay. anyways, they do. They know how to use cell phones and computers, and they're particularly good at it. They're not dumb people, baby boomers, but they're definitely. I mean, some of them are, but like any generation. But like honestly, they're not technologically advanced. They just didn't grow up with it the way these kids did. When I went on Fortnite, the one thought that I just couldn't get out of my fucking head the entire fucking 3 years I was there in a trio, since I was in the madhouse all the way here until I was like a year into my first bit of a streamer career and all this. The one thought I just couldn't stop having was that these kids are like 100 times fucking better than me, even though I have like 100 times the experience they do, because they were raised on Fortnite. I was not. I was raised on Half-Life 1, which I don't know if you guys recall what that looks like, but I'll fucking recall to you what it looks like. It doesn't look like fucking Fortnite or anything even remotely close to it, or even worse than that. Half-Life 1 is the best example. This is the best example, and you can see the base-ass graphics, the base-ass voice acting. I mean, it wasn't base. It wasn't a base game. It's still a really fucking good game. It was really well made. A great dungeon crawler slash, or what do they call that? Corridor crawler. And like, this was a great game, but you begin to see, I grew up on this shit where hitting that switch might have actually, you see how he kind of ran past the switch there? Like back then, you might actually, back then we had never played a shooter before. So you stand at this fucking switch and you're like, man, I've never hit a switch like this in real life. Now it's like par for the course, and the kid's like running up and using his auto fucking fire E key on his mouse like me to like flip the switch and get through that fucking door because he fancies himself a speedrunner because he started playing video games faster than he used to or something like that. In my experience, I've only ever met some true speedrunners, and they don't fucking talk about it in my experience. But anyways, yeah, being a speedrunner, you don't ever talk about it because you have to give all your fucking secrets away. I don't like speedrunning. I don't like anybody who reps it, and I don't fucking, I'm sorry. The speedrunning's my personal, I don't give a fuck if I alienate the speedrunner crowd. I don't like what y'all do. And I'm not saying like get out of my scene or something. I love you guys, and I'm glad you make all that content on YouTube and all that stuff, but I think you missed the fucking point entirely. Almost all of the old guy wisdom out there over the last like 100,000 years is basically some form of stop and smell the roses before it's too late. It's the worst cliche. Stop and smell the roses. It's like the most common one. Don't rush. Haste makes waste. There's like 50,000 cliches to make this sort of the easy point that don't rush. You know what I'm saying? Don't, just because you're young or rash or whatever the fuck, don't rush. So back then you would stand and you would read silo D-02 access, and you think about how the switch is red and the label's red, so this might actually be sort of an important choice. And this is one of the difference between a boomer gamer. You can tell the boomer gamer is stopping to think the thoughts, because if they hit the switch, there might be literally a fucking face hugger on the other side of this door, ready to end your run. And then you got a save scum. And by the way, this was the first game to ever save scum. It was revolutionary, so we weren't that scared of the face hugger, but we were definitely a lot more immersed. Now this is like a 1 second bit of content for a 12-year-old. It's like a 1 second bit of content, but watch somebody who actually grew up on this shit and how slow they move. They're like, okay, yep, door's locked. Oh, no, door unlocked. Cool. Those things look bad. They have red buttons on them. You see how he doesn't move fast? I mean, he does, but only when he needs movement fast. He's scared that thing might blow up, or he's done this before and he's not scared anymore. But the first time that you ever do this, you're like, shit, those things look flammable and they might kill you. They're like, oh, shit, these things suck and they're about to AoE me. Yep, get cover and get out of the way. See how crappy and base this game was? I must have played this game for 3,000 fucking hours when I was like 14 and 15. Must have beat it like 20 times. I used to invite my friends over. We would smoke speed, and we would each beat Half-Life in 4 hours. I'm not, shit you not. Shout out to RD, by the way. That goes out to my friend RD. If you ever see this, you know who you are. You used to sit with me. I would sit on the beanbag, and he'd sit on a crappy chair next to me and shit. And we'd pass the keyboard and the mouse around, and we'd get real high. We'd play Half-Life 1 for fucking 16 hours or some shit. And it was not about how good the game was or how fun it was or how many times we had beat it. It just was like the best game on the market. It was just the game that you played. It was better than Doom. It was, it was like the best shooter ever made at that time, and it still sort of sits in that category, even though it's so old, because they didn't they didn't rush it. They don't rush it like they do these modern shooters. I like Remnant a lot, but Remnant did feel rushed to me. I thought Remnant was like a 9, but I still think it's rushed compared to a game like this. It just is. It feels rushed. It's like they had a crunch or something, because everything's so monopolized and monetized now that they got to just push it out on deadline for some fucking pencil dick lawyer or something, or some accountant or some fucking shareholder. And it's become a cold business of what they're talking about farming, well, really more like fucking children, essentially. Fucking children over their money. So this guy, he just got one shot, and notice that, like, he didn't save, so now he's got to go back like a good, and then, like, even learning the save scum was kind of tricky. See, I mean, he did it, but I mean, like, it's cool that he saved his progress. He was smart about it. But this guy's thinking about each save that he does and all this crap, and he's trying to remember, because he's done it many times, but it's been many years since he's done it. So I'm just saying, like, this is what I grew up on. This is what they grew up on. You know what I'm saying? And I'll show you that moment when we all thought Ninja quit. Right? I always use this example on my stream and shit. I grew up on this, and these kids want to shit on me and talk shit all the fucking time, like they're the big boys on the motherfucking block, like I don't have 30,000 fucking hours to their 3,000 or something, whatever. So, like, they like to talk shit like seniority doesn't exist, or that I wasn't here longer, or that I haven't done like 20 MMOs, or that, and I suck. I'll be the first one to tell you. But I don't suck like this, where like had I grown up on Fortnite like this, dealing with horse shit like this, like what you see right here. Like right here in the last like 5 seconds of shit, we see a guy on a fucking cloud floating in on a fucking orbital fucking entry to shotgun a guy point blank who orbital entries or orbital exits out to get out of it. It pisses off Ninja, and he fucking quits. Like, he didn't quit, but I mean, like, it came close to it. You can see he this is the shit that he grew up in. He's trained to deal with shit like this. I was trained to deal with crappy head crabs that make an attack every 12 seconds or something like that. This kid makes an attack 45 times a second. I think, oh wow, I'm not so bad as I think. I'm not so bad. I was not raised on this shit. I did not have Fortnite. Well, I didn't even have Call of Duty when I grew up. I'm 40. I'm way older than you. Like, I'm talking 25 years older than you. I don't have the cutting of my teeth. Even at a young age, from 8 till 13, I will definitely meet squeakers that will stomp me in, because they have been doing Fortnite for like 5 fucking years. I've only been doing it for 3. They've been doing it since they were 8, since they got their first PlayStation or something. And they're better than me because they only play Fortnite, and I hate that shit, but it's a fact of life. I don't hate on them. It's good. I hate the shit, but I don't hate on them. They're fellow peers. They're not peers, but they're players. They're my community. I don't care who they are or what they represent. That's fine. I just like it's a big difference. I bring this up a lot. I had to adapt to be able to be good enough to contend with people like Ninja. They were already like that by the age of 12. They've got the future of all their lives of VR shit and all this shit. I grew up on this shit. I'm dead serious. The first game that I ever fucking played it looks like this, or I'll pull it like, okay, the game that I grew up on for like 4 years when I was like 6 was Armor Alley. This was considered cutting edge for its fucking time. Like, seriously. And this is a great game, and this is a rehash of it that makes it look a lot fucking better than it actually is. But I mean, back in the day, this was a piece of crap that ran in 256 by 256 or something like that. Can you see it? Now this is in 1020. This looks good, but I mean, this is not how the game looked, because I mean, this is a rehash done with like all kinds of interlacing and shit added, high resolution shit. This was originally a game on the Apple that sucked dick. I mean, this is on a nice Linux with a good video card, and it's been all upgraded and everything. This game sucked when it was actually in its day. It was black and white. A lot of games back then were black and white. They didn't even have color. Game Boy didn't have color. You know what I'm saying? I come up in an era of consoles that didn't have color. It's kind of like when they talk about the old people who were raised on black and white television. I was raised on black and white gaming. So no, I don't like fucking Marvel. I like my fucking Super Mario World. You know? It's Yoshi's Island. And so this is a big difference. So like, we cannot shortchange these kids by assuming that because we stole the money that should have paid for mine and everybody else's education, I didn't get an education any more than they did. I mean, I went to college and I almost graduated, but I didn't get the 8 years or 12 years of masters and stuff that we should be doing for the kids in this country. When I think of all the stuff that we should spend money on, I say fuck foreign wars. Fuck stupid shit like Vietnam. Fuck stupid shit like 9/11. Fuck stupid shit like the drug war. Why wasn't all that fucking money spent on a 12-year master's degree for every single motherfucker, I don't care what you are, in this country, at any given age? For it's never too late to take a fucked up life to a beautiful state, and it's not drugs, it's not money, and it's not God or any of the stupid shit your parents told you. It's education. So, I mean, and now, so I'm like, yeah, so we discount these kids at our own peril. They're not stupid. I know they aren't. It's not like I've spent a lot of time around them. I just know them well enough. I've fought them in the lobbies for the last, like, 5 years and shit. They are not stupid. They're not stupid. They're not. And I want to say it all the time. Like this guy, Soda Poppin' saying, because he's a boomer and he just wants to shit on kids. My thing is, like, shit on them and on your own peril. They'll fucking cancel your ass. You got to be fucking careful. Respect them. Respect them like they respect you. They made you rich and famous and shit. You turn around, you talk shit about them. Sure, we can call them dumb because they sat around and played Fortnite and fucking Valorant instead of going to school during COVID and shit. But, like, really... I mean, we all did that too. So I mean, like, I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what the difference is between them and us. I think we're all the same people and all the same country with all the same problems, all the same money stolen from the education system to fuck over kids. And it sucks. And so, like, this anger about the young generation, I can't really truck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really down with that. I can't roll with it. It sounds like the same old discriminations. Like, now I'm frustrated with them because they do dumb shit, like threaten my mother's life when they're 15 and they just don't know any better. But honestly, I don't know how that's generational. I think that's just stupidity, you know? I don't know what else it is. I don't know what you would call it. It's just stupidity. It's a lack of education. It's stupidity. So when, like, if we were to ever fix that, these kids would be the smartest people in our society. They were raised on the Google and the computers. When they have a question, they ask the AI, and you know, the greatest invention known to mankind comes back, Google, and it says, "Hi, I'm Google, and here's how many hectares in a nautical mile or something." I can forget what a hectare is, right? Yeah, like my brain's damaged, or I would be able to recite the fucking dictionary. But I believe this is a naval measure. No, I'm sorry, this isn't a naval measure. Yeah, it is. It's just a measurement of distance, I believe. What is a hectare? I can't remember. It's the definite. Yeah, it's 10,000 meters squared. Yeah, it's like a really big fucking. It's like a really big blocks that they use for like space and stuff like that, like space and out in outer space, or also just huge amounts of space, like the desert or something like that. Hectares to acres. Think like acre. You know, yeah, it's like 2.47 acres is a hectare. It's like a bit bigger than an acre, right? This matters in stuff like space. That's all. And so I remember it being a naval thing because, yeah, I would say water is one of the times you would use this, water, measure large bits of distance over water, that kind of thing. So I'm just saying, like, so the kid doesn't need to know what a fucking hectare is. He doesn't. She doesn't. They don't. It just, it is not important to their lives. It wasn't important to my life. Now, it might be helpful if you're in the hectare business or you deal with large spaces or space, or you're Elon Musk and you're looking at SpaceX or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know when you would use hectares beyond the military and travel, but I mean, there you go. Or space. And so, like, you know, but the kid still technically, whether or not he's got the knowledge and whether or not they've got the knowledge in their fucking head, they definitely do have the access to the fucking information. As long as the internet's running and they have a device nearby, they don't need the information in their head. And this is another thing we kind of assume about them, because they don't have random access to information that we were forced to learn, like how many feet in a mile, 5280, right? I know because I'm from the Mile High City, but if I wasn't from Colorado, like, you know, the great Denver, the greatest city in the world, I wouldn't know, you know, I wouldn't know, I wouldn't necessarily know that, and I wouldn't expect them to know that either. I wouldn't really expect them to know how to do math anymore. I would say I feel like a lot of that stuff that I filled my head with took up space that I needed for other things that actually had to do with my own life. And I think they feel the same way. I don't think they need to remember passwords anymore. I don't think they need to remember cell phone numbers like I had to all my life. I've got so many fucking phone numbers in my fucking head. I remember my best friend's phone number for the first 27 years of his fucking life. No joke. Because I had to call it in jail 2 times. You know, I remember that number. I really do. And like, you know, and he hasn't used it in 20 years, but I still fucking remember it because, and that's weird, you know. I helped raise a niece one time. I was like a full-time, not full-time, but like part-time, mostly larger, like longer part-time, like caretaker essentially, like you know, nanny or whatever you want to fucking call it, like a child. You know, I was like a babysitter, I guess is the most emasculating term. And I helped raise a kid for about 4.5 years. And I learned that they don't need this stuff in their fucking head, but they're a lot more accurate than us. We're going to take a swing off what we assume's in our memory bank, because sometimes that human might actually know that information and really are accurate and slaughter you in the spelling bee or slaughter you in the fucking puzzle championship or, you know, beat you at debate or something like that. We do have John Nashes who are fucking brilliant. We still do. So, like, you know, sometimes the human's just really smart anyways, like my mother. But, so the you know, this reality of like we need to know what a hectare is or what 2 + 2 is. No, 2 + 2 can be 5 to them until they need to know what 2 + 2 is, because that information does not need to reside in their head. It can reside in the library of the AI. It doesn't need to or the Google. It doesn't need to reside in their